Memoirs Growing Up in LSU Country Contents July 1985 August 1985 September 1985 October 1985 November 1985 December 1985 January 1986 February 1986 March 1986 April 1986 May 1986 June 1986 July 1986 July 1985 Today I left for the Bahamas. I was at the airport for 11 am waiting for a 1 p.m. flight to Freeport via Braniff Airlines. We made a quick and easy flight and were there by 3:30 p.m. their time. We got to our rooms, then encountered our first problem. Billy Greens, a high school senior, wanted to get on our room since he knew Frank Brown and Stephen Smith, who were rooming with me. Well, I was being nice, so I stuck up for Spencer and said he was not leaving. Well, later I regretted it, but I solved out this problem and Billy got a cot. I say this because soon after Spencer began to act like an ass. At any rate, we were soon all settled in. Now we started to get party crazy. First we went to a Burger King. There we were offered some smokes by a bohemian drug pusher. We declined. Now with a full stomach we went to a liquor store. The Browns bought 4 6-packs. Now we went back to the hotel and everyone got ready to go to the casino. When we got to the casino, Spencer and I were kicked out. We were sent to the lobby where we met this kid from Denver. He told us there was no drinking age, so we went with him to the La Rendezvous restaurant and bar where I got a beer. Soon after we went walking around slightly intoxicated. We wandered off to some back streets just looking around. It was kind of scary in this strange place. When we got back to the casino we could not find the rest of our group. So we left Matt at the casino and went back to the hotel. We found everyone. I went back to the casino but Matt was gone. Well, that was the end of the first day. July 14th, 85. The next morning we hit the beaches. Stephen, Spencer, Mary, and I went snorkeling. It was great. The water was beautiful. At around 5 we went back to the hotel. We were just in time for happy hour at Café Valencia. We headed over there and drank. Being a rookie at this, I had some pretty severe mixes. I started off with a rum and coke, a scotch and water, a gin and tonic, and then a screwdriver. By this time I was pretty out of it, but I remember we had to go back to the hotel to tell our chaperone we would be going out that night. We all limbered over there. Then while stumbling back we stopped for a group picture in front of the pool. Now some kind of way Alicia, Yolanda's friend, and I ended up in the lobby together. She sat in one of the love seats and I sat beside her. I remember getting close and her drunkenly saying, "No, Joey, this is my seat and that is yours." She was inferring to the other half of the chair that was visible by the division of the 2 cushions. Well, I pushed over, but that did not stop me from putting my arm around her. Well, the next thing I remember, we walked out of the hotel. I couldn't believe this was really happening. I had never been that bombed before. Well, I asked Stacy and found it was real. She even pinched my arm to prove it. Now, before we got the picture taken, however, we had gone to the girls' room 822 and I remember everyone running through the halls screaming LSU. Then in room 822 things got crazy. Someone dropped a glass. Alicia and I were trying to straighten things up. She would look at me and say, "Are you drunk, Joey?" Then I would say, "Are you?" and if she admitted it I would too. Now I admit I have a little trouble remembering some things, but I know that we eventually got back to the bar. It was then that I really started to make a fool of myself. I started acting dumb and even tried to sleep at the bar a couple of times. With this they sent me back to the hotel. I got back in minutes after crossing a dangerous street and I was out soon. I slept it off for 2 hours, then went back to the bar to find the rest of them still drinking. In the meantime I had had bed spins for the first time in my life. I had really managed to embarrass myself. I say this because as I entered the bar I could hear them talking about how drunk I was. The worst, however, was when I heard Alicia say, "She has never been picked up on by a geek before." Yolanda drunkenly mumbled this. July 15th, 85. Early the next morning we hit the beaches. Once again we stayed to about 5 p.m. then we went back to the hotel to prepare for another wild night. We started off at Rendezvous where with his newfound love that called herself Athena. Next it was on to a little patio-style bar called Café Valencia. Billy and Frank found some people to party with. They were getting two married police from Wisconsin drunk. Well, it was hot and we were getting tired of that bar, so we went to Sir Winston Churchill's pub. There it was ladies' night, so Alicia and the rest of the girls got free champagne. We stayed for a while, then we went back to the hotel. Once there we got a table at the poolside bar. We drank for a while, then went in the hot tub. There again Spencer was with Athena. That night we found out a little about Athena. According to her father she was bad news. He told our chaperone he was going to kill her and anybody she was found with because he did not approve of her ways. For this reason, our chaperone told Spencer the girl had a disease. Well, Spencer being so sensitive took it hard. Poor chap. July 16, 85. Next morning was Tuesday. We went back to the beach for the last time of the trip. We had fun, but as 5 p.m. approached things got a little down. I could tell no one wanted to leave. We knew however that we had to catch the last shuttle bus back to the hotel. When that dreaded time came we picked up things and slowly walked away, taking one last look. Now we had one night left and we planned to get wild. I guess however, we were depressed to really party like the first nights though. We went back to Café Valencia and the first couple of drinks just got me mad. I did not want to leave and I was mad about Alicia. After a couple more drinks we went to the casino. We only stayed until 12 a.m. then went back to the hotel. We had to be up early the next morning to catch the plane home. July 17, 85. That morning we woke early and were at the airport for 8:30 a.m. After a long wait we passed through customs and boarded the plane for that depressing flight home. On the way home I thought about the good and the bad of the trip. I only wished Alicia had liked me. In a way I kind of think she might have though. Once she told Yolanda to get a picture of me. I must say one thing though, it opened some interesting possibilities. For instance, when I drunkenly asked Alicia to be my girl, she said, "Why do you not ask Yolanda?" Now I do not like Yolanda, but that is a compliment for sure if she likes me. One other encouraging incident was when me, Alicia, Catherine, Peggy, and Billy went to Burger King one night. Alicia was really being nice to me then. The worst thing about the trip on the other hand was the second night when I was drunk and could not stop laughing. July 26, 85. Today is Thursday. I have not written in a while, but things have been up and down since getting back from the Bahamas. I have been fighting with my parents who won't let me buy a Seiko watch. My dad has been out of town on business. He gets to use a Chrysler Fifth Avenue. Now that is a nice car. Last night I could not believe it. Yolanda asked me if I wanted to go to a movie with them. We saw St. Elmo's Fire. It was a really good movie despite the fact that we missed the beginning. I was with the Smiths, Brown S, and Alicia. I heard Alicia talking and she said she used to go to Holy Name of Jesus for grade school. I think that is uptown. I really don't understand Yolanda and that little group. I have a feeling they are just trying to be nice to me. I do not think Alicia really likes me, maybe she just feels sorry for something or me. Well, on the lighter side, today I found out I might get to ride to school with Steve in his Z28. Hi, again, I am back. It is a little later now and I am not in much of a good mood. Lately I have been worried about hairstyles and my ugliness. I hate the new styles, my hair just does not look good parted. However, I did find that the best way for me is to part it on the right as close to the middle as possible. Another option is to just toss it around when it is wet and comb down the sides. I think I need a vacation. We are going to leave today or tomorrow for Biloxi. I guess I am kind of glad. I can go there, relax and get some sun since I am losing my Bahamas tan. When I get back in a week I have to the dentist, go to John Jay and buy clothes. I also want to buy the St. Elmo's Fire soundtrack, but I cannot afford it now. I wish I could drive. It would make some money off of Zengum, a program I wrote. I have to talk to my investor soon. July 27, 85. Well, school will start soon, and that has brought to mind the question of the future. For so long I have said I want to go to the Air Force Academy, but my plans are changing. I think I might just try for an ROTC scholarship at a good college. I know one thing, I am leaving the city of New Orleans. One day I would like to move to West Palm Beach, Florida. August 1985. August 2nd, 85. I am back from 5 days in Biloxi. I went there to get over the disappointments of the Bahamas, and I ended up just creating more problems. I guess it was not bad, but it just got me depressed again. The first 2 days I got some sun, swam and just relaxed. On Wednesday I met some people. I met this kid named Key. He lives in Biloxi and was a pool hopper. He was not really a bad kid, but he knew every trick in the book. He robbed the video machines at the hotel and smoked weed once. He was a pretty smart kid, but just had a lot of problems. I also met 2 kids from Memphis, Tennessee. They were pretty nice kids, but more importantly they knew every girl in the motel. I soon met all of those girls too. That day Billy, Spencer, Key, and me went to the Edgewater Mall. I did not have much fun. My mind was somewhere else. I was thinking about this girl I had seen get to the motel that day. I remember seeing this girl get there. She was in room 208, and later that day I had seen her at the pool. She was not the best thing in the world, certainly not better than Alicia, but she was the best looking one my age at the pool. I did not get to talk to that girl that day though. I sat next to her once at one of the patio tables, but that was only to ask the girl she was talking to something. She had been talking to the girl who sells the suntan lotions, and I had to ask that girl how much the Panama Jack shirt costs. Next morning Billy and Spencer left and Key was not around. So I decided to meet some other people. I sat next to that girl. She was really nice. We talked and I found out her name was Donna. She lived in Iberville Parish, went to Vermilion Catholic High School, and her last name is Broussard. I was stupid that day. She kept hinting she wanted me to take her to the beach, but I never asked her. She kept making passes at me and putting ice down my shirt, but I was being too uptight. I guess she was getting bored and sick of me because she got out of the pool and we just got separated. She went one way and I another. Later I met her again in the arcade. We decided to go to the beach. We just walked, and once again I think I disappointed her, but only because I was not really sure if I liked her. Once again we got back to the motel and went in different directions. We did not talk again until 10 that night. She was with her brothers and some other friends that had just got in town. I felt uncomfortable, so I left. The next morning, I had to leave early in the day, so I did not get to say bye. Well, the trip had not been that bad. My dad's company had paid for everything and I got to meet lots of people. For instance, from New Orleans they had some girls named Lynn, Rhonda, Denise, Bridget and Rachel. Now I sure did not like any of them and do not care if I never see them again, but I like to meet different people just for the hell of it. August 4th, 85. Well, I made a deal with my dad. I will have a permit by my birthday. Today, however, I am really bad. Wednesday I might get to go to Waveland. I hate it. I kind of wish I could talk to Donna, but I know I have to forget about her and meet others. It is tough because she was so nice to me. I remember us sitting on that lounge chair and her rubbing my chest. I remember being in the pool when she came up to me and grabbed my cheeks, telling me how cute I was. I was almost in heaven when she came up behind me and put her arms around me. Now I say this of course not because I really liked her, but because she gave me great feeling of self-worth. Maybe I should have at least kissed her. I feel dumb, kind of as if I acted as Spencer when he was with Athena. Believe me, that is bad. August 13th, 85. Do you believe it? Tomorrow will be the first day of school. It will be the first day of my 3rd year at Brother Martin, and darn it, I plan to make this year a good one. I have lots of plans. I am going to make the honor rolls, run track, run cross country, join speech and debate, and maybe run for student council. Most important, however, I am going to become party happy socialite. Well, at least I am going to try. My biggest goal in that aspect will be to go to the homecoming dance with Janet and Tuan. I just want to relearn how to have a great time. Right now, I am blasting my stereo thinking about Alicia. I love her in a way, kind of sort of I guess, but I know most probably not really. August 14th, 85. Right now it is 10:45 p.m. My first day of school went fine. Now we have a little excitement here in New Orleans. A hurricane is in the Gulf of Mexico about 200 miles south of us. I am not really worried about it, but I figured I would write it anyway. August 23rd, 85. School is okay. I am thinking about joining football. I still want a watch. August 29th, 85. 10 p.m. and we are awaiting another hurricane, Elena. What a joke. Well, anyway, no school tomorrow. September 1985. September 1st, 85. 10:32 p.m. Elena went the other way, but now it is coming back. This time it is an even bigger storm. September 3rd, 85. I ended up getting a real nice Timex instead of a Seiko. Today was school, after a 4-day weekend. Saturday is the back to school dance. I hope Janet is there. I would not mind Alicia Jones either for some strange reason. Anyway, on the lighter side, our neighborhood is becoming a nature center. We have fledgling cardinals in a nest in our backyard and monk parakeets nested in the power lines on West Esplanade. I want to ask my biology teacher some questions about birds. Well, there is a lot more I could write about, but I am just not in the mood. September 4th, 85. Just a regular school day. I saw Melinda West today. She is a nice person. September 7th, 85. Saturday, 3:08 p.m. That is it. I have put up with that kid for the last time. I was in a good mood. I am going to a dance tonight and things were good until Beth pissed me off and we got in a fight. Well, I got in trouble. My dad let it out that he prefers her. He said I was jealous and that she was a good happy-go-lucky kid. Now that is it. Things are going to be different now. The only good thing is that I got mad and went to my room and started lifting weights and exercising. I got a good workout. I have to do that more often. I am going to start lifting weights every day again. September 8th, 85. Sunday, 11:48 a.m. Last night has just about left me speechless. Not that it was really wild, certainly not any more so than Freeport, but it was a trip, man. Clark gave me a ride to the dance, and when I got there I met some people. John Patron and Jeff Wolf told me about a party and offered me a ride. They told me Mike Miller would give us a ride in his truck to Lake Vista where there was supposed to be a party. We left the dance at 10, then John and Jeff got a ride with somebody else. Therefore, Tony, C and me were left without a ride. We were going to wait for Hunter, but then Julian Winston came out, so we got a ride with him. He already had 4 other people going with him though. We all had to cram in his Audi 5000s. All 8 of us. We headed for Lake Vista, but on the corner of Clearview and West Esplanade some girls in a car told us the party was on Lake Villa. Well, we got there and there were about 13 cars there. Everyone was heading for Severn and the levee, so we followed. People were coming from everywhere. There was soon a mob on Severn. We stayed until somebody's alarm went off and a lady called the police. After that we bought a 12-pack, brought the others back to school, and then Mike, Tony, Winston, and I went to Wendy's. Then they brought me home. September 10th, 85. I do not have much to write about, but I figured I would put one of my sayings down on paper. Afterthought is the source for remorse. I would imagine that is original. September 15th, 85. Sunday, 9:27 p.m. Yes, another weekend is over with. I went out Friday and Saturday, but I still have no date to take to the homecoming. Friday we went to Metairie Playground where there was a party. It broke up before we got there, however. We met some people, and from the playground we went driving around with them looking for parties. These people were driving a Delta 88 Oldsmobile. This kid from Grace King High was driving. He was with his GF Kelly and her friends Allison and some other girl. They were from Dominican. We found that there was a party on Beverly Garden. We drove down the street but did not see it. We stopped a block from my house, we got out the cars and talked. We decided to put some of us in Kelly's car to get more room and go find somewhere to drink. Just as we left, we saw some people in front of Melinda West's house. Cassie Nolan and Catherine Talbot were out, so I got the others to stop. I asked where the party was and they said way down Beverly Garden. They told us they had a keg in Melinda's house and we could get some beer. Well, we just decided to talk since Kelly knew Cassie and Catherine. On Saturday we went to a huge party at Jefferson Lions Club until the police broke it up. Julian had his mother's car, so we rode to a 7-Eleven and got some beer. Then we went to Wendy's, dropped everyone off, and then Julian, Mike, a jerk, Tony, and me went to some side street near Keycolor to drink the beer we had. That night was not so hot. Our little party group was breaking up. People were starting to dislike Winston. We'll find out who hates who tomorrow at school. Oh yeah, I almost forgot, my birthday is 1 month from today. Speaking of today, I went for a bike ride today. Over by my aunt's house on a street called Alphonse there is a beautiful house that I always admire. Today I saw a really nice looking girl about my age walk out of it. Of course, however, I did not stop to talk. That is my second chance of missed in 2 nights. On Saturday night I saw a girl leave the party in her car alone. I really should have talked to her. September 16th, 85 Monday 5:09 p.m. I am back from school. Today I found out Mike, Tony, and Todd are not going to any more parties with Julian, or so they say. They are mad at him because they say because he was being stupid Saturday. Now they are right in a way, but I try to give him the benefit of the doubt since he does not have any real friends. Everybody also said that they hate Mike Franks. I agree totally. I might go to parties with Julian again this weekend if Mike does not go, and nor do any other losers. I am going to tell Winston my plan. I think this weekend we should go to whatever parties Mike and Tony go to. Other than that, my day was pretty good. I got home and went running. I saw Melinda in front of her house talking to that fat person that lives next door to her. Talking about that, I think I will write another one of my philosophies. Aim high, and if you fall short in the process, at least you improved yourself. September 17th, 85 Tuesday 8:23 p.m. I had just an ordinary day at school. When I got home, Mrs. Smith was over. They got a new car. She said Shelley and Alyssa might need some help in geometry. I sure won't mind, but I just hope I know how to do whatever it is that they are doing in geometry. Also today I ran and lifted weights. I have done that every day since last Saturday, the 7th of this month. I have to keep it up. I am getting stronger. Right now I still do not know what I am doing this weekend. I know I do not want to stay home. Not to be mean, but I think my lifetime goal is to be more successful, stronger, and more sociable than my dad. September 19th, 85 Thursday 8:32 p.m. What a coincidence, I am writing this entry the same time as Tuesday. A lot has happened since then. I have kept up with my exercise program and made some steps socially. Today I got home, did my homework, lifted weights, and then ran in this great fall weather. I ate a healthy snack, then studied some more. I started to think about the upcoming homecoming dance and then decided to do something about the fact that I did not have a date. I called Janet Antoine. We are going to a movie Saturday. September 21st, 85 Saturday 8:46 a.m. I had another great night last night. I went to the football game. I met Dominic Harrow and Jeff Hamel there. We watched the game until 8:30 p.m. when we started looking out for Julian Winston. Every once in a while we would walk to the front gate of the stadium. He did not get there until the game was over. The game was not too great, the stadium is really small. Janet was there, but I do not think she went to the party after. After the game we went with Julian to this big party at City Park. I saw an old friend, Frank Prados got a swig of JD from some girl AD and then the police came and broke up the party. We were told to go to Clearview and the Levee. There we met Joby Hyman. He had a car full of girls and we were getting a lot of people there and starting to party when the police came. Next we went to Joby's house. The word was out and people were showing up at Joby's house. I saw some more old friends there. Max, Shelby, and his sister Kim. They used to go to St. Angela, my grade school, but now they go to another high school. Kim goes to an all-girls high school. It was getting late and Julian brought me home. 4:33 p.m. I have not talked to Julian and do not know what is up for tonight. I cut my aunt's grass today but mostly I have just been hanging around the house. That brings up the topic of my family life. I do not want to sound uncharitable but sometimes I really hate this place. I know one thing, I never want to act like my dad. Unfortunately, however, I realize I am much like him. I swear this, when I grow up I am going to get involved and get my family involved in things so my family doesn't end up like this one. For instance, I would get in a country club and get involved. I would try to be a better social role model for my children. I believe that very much influences the way children act. September 22nd, 10:05 a.m. Sunday. I am not in the best of moods so I do not feel like writing but I will give it a shot. Last night was a disaster. Julian never called me so I had to call Janet and say we cannot go to the movie. She did not like that too much and rightfully so. I really messed up. Everything so far has been maybe. I have not even come out and asked Janet if she wants to go to homecoming with me. I think she is getting sick of the whole thing. I am going to call tomorrow, apologize and ask her. Thursday I was sure she would say. September 29th, 85 Sunday 10:25 p.m. Last night I was out shopping almost 3 hours and I still do not have what I need for homecoming, which is Saturday night. This hasn't been the greatest of weekends. The best part of this weekend was Friday night when I saw Alicia. I didn't really even see her, however. More like just heard her. It was around 9:30 p.m. and I was out waiting for Julian to pick me up. Alicia pulled up in her little brown Honda. She got out and told me hello. I didn't really see her. I skipped a couple of days writing so I almost forgot to mention we are getting new carpet. We are trying to spruce up the house since Dad got his new job. I also forgot to write about Hurricane Gloria. She hit the coast but didn't do as much damage as predicted. In other world news, I just read about Newman's perpetual motion machine today. It sounds great. That guy sure has a lot of skeptics, however. He has been trying to get the scientific community to accept his invention for a long time. October 1985, October 1st, 85. I have not had much to write about lately so I have not written anything. Right now it is 10:02 p.m. The weather is nice and cool right now, a little wet but the humidity is low. I call it English weather. Saturday is the homecoming dance. Friday Ridgemont High plays Central. That should be a good game. October 2nd, 85. Wednesday 8:21 p.m. Today has been a pretty humdrum day. Today I had a cross-country time check. The weather was perfect and the running easy. I got a 19:05 in 3 miles. That is not great but it was my first 3-mile time check. Today I talked to my dad and I think I will be able to get my driver's permit by my birthday. I have been pumping iron just about every day for almost a month. I guess I am getting stronger. Another daily routine I am trying to get into is brushing my dog every day. She is a Shetland sheepdog and those dogs look better if you brush them every day. It is now 9:57 p.m. I am back again at my desk writing. I have been thinking over my situation. Right now things are pretty bleak. I have been depressed the last couple of days. I think I need to become more religious. I truly believe it helps. Right now my physical life is alright but I am encountering rough roads with the social, spiritual, and academic aspects of my life. Now of course it is not that bad but it is enough to make me uptight. I need some confidence. It seems like every time I find some good in myself, the bad is suddenly thrown in my face. One example is that my face is breaking out. I try to overlook that, and then today I got my school pictures. They were terrible. Now how am I supposed to be confident when all I see in myself is ugliness? Is beyond me. I don't understand it. I was never that bad looking before. Another thing that bothers me is that I can look at myself in two different mirrors. In one I appear ugly and the other I look alright. I wonder if it is all psychological. I am going to try God, and if that does not work I give up. October 5th, 85 Saturday 3:03 p.m. Today is the big day, homecoming. I have got everything all ready. I have my suit, a corsage for Janet, money for pictures and to spend when we go out to eat, and everything planned. Last night I went to the game, we won 34-14. I met Dominic and Bruce there. After the game we went driving in Bruce's little, and I mean little Spitfire. We were able to get 3 in the car. It was great, cruising around in that little thing with the top down. We were flying. We did not find any parties last night. We went to the casino in City Park and then we came out here to Metairie. We ended up just eating at McDonald's. Then Bruce dropped me off. Today Clark and I went downtown to make sure we know exactly where the Hotel Intercontinental is. We found that it is on St. Charles Avenue, 2 blocks from Poitras. After that I had a cross-country meet. I was in the Newman Invitational. I ran in the open division. I placed 14 out of 70 or 80. I ran well, and most of the people ahead of me were from Mississippi and Alabama. When I got home my mother went across the street to the Smiths. My mother said Alicia got in a car accident. I am glad she is all right, but I do not find that surprising. My mother said that Yolanda told me to tell Janet hi. I guess my mother told Mrs. Kathy who I was going with, and Yolanda heard. October 6th, 85 Sunday 7:54 p.m., I made it through homecoming. It had its good points along with the bad. Clark's girlfriend was not the best looking and Clark's car was kind of a mess. Me and Janet were crammed in the back. First we went to Houston's restaurant. Then we went to the dance. We got our pictures taken first. I do not think the picture was a good one. I might have closed my eyes, and the fact that Janet was taller than me made things awkward. After taking pictures we walked around, talked to people and sat at one of the tables. After the court was presented Janet and I danced. Once again her tallness made slow dancing difficult. Janet is very nice, very pretty and really sweet. She can be a snob though. I do not mind, but I could not really tell if she enjoyed being with me. Neither of us unfortunately had much to say. For this reason, I kind of stood my distance, being somewhat uncomfortable around her. Once somebody asked me if Janet and I were dating. She did not reply, and I was quick to reply with a harsh no. I guess I could have done better than that. For this and other reasons I think she might have thought I disliked her. When we dropped her off she was holding back tears. I do not know what I did wrong or what I did not do, but I sure felt bad. The sad part is that I can't really call her. Right now that would be the wrong thing to do. I just hope I see her again soon by coincidence. It would be nice if I could bump into her one night when I am drunk. Then I can be myself around her. October 7th, 85 Monday 5:21 p.m. I got home from school today and called Janet. That was a mistake. Once again I was just beating around the bush. I have got to stop that and come out and express my feelings. I have determined that I am going to just have to stop calling her and just let fate run its course. I am going to have to get her out of my mind. I do not want to forget about Alicia either. Today I ran a little more than 5.5 miles, I am getting in better shape. Next week is exams and I am really going to have to buckle down. That reminds me, I was telling some people the way I used to act at my old school and they find it hard to believe. I will have to write about it one day. I have really changed in the past years. Now I feel like talking about something that is a taboo around teenager, and that is acne. Many have it, and I am one of those that does. Some are worse off than others. Mine is just enough to aggravate me. It comes out most often when I am under stress, like before the homecoming. Stress isn't the only factor, however. My diet, the heat and humidity also affect it. I can keep under control somewhat if I wash my face with cold water at least 3 times a day. I also use the medicine given to me by the dermatologist. I just have to improve my eating habits. October 8, 85 Tuesday 8:24 p.m. Lately I have been giving some thought to what went wrong between Janet and I. I thought of one big mistake. When I dropped her off, I should have been polite and kissed her goodnight. Instead of worrying if she disliked me, I should have tried to flatter her then. I have got an idea of how to redeem myself. I am going to ask her to the movies. I will then ask her if I have any competition in my attempt to win her over. Then, after once again making sure she isn't seeing anyone else, I will try to charm her. I will tell her I made some mistakes and ask her to give me another chance. I will then tell her that maybe we should try to pick up from where we left off. I will confess that I should have been more polite and kissed her. Then I will kiss her, and if she likes it, I will ask her out. Pretty ingenious, huh? I was afraid this was going to happen. I planned on just taking her to homecoming as a friend, and that would be it. Now, however, I want to go out with her now. I think. October 10, 85 Thursday 10:28 p.m. Yeah. Reagan, he really got tough today. Some PLO members hijacked a ship. They killed an American, then fled the ship. From there they boarded a chartered Egyptian 737. Well, the CIA found out, and Reagan sent some fighters after the 737 and forced it to land in Sicily. Now we have PLO terrorists as prisoners. The question remains, however, why was Egypt involved? October 12, 85 10:10 a.m. Saturday. We are getting new floors today. The man just got here to put in the new tile. My dad is refinishing our kitchen table. Last night I went out, it was great. We cruised around in Julian's Audi 5000s. He picked me up at about 10 p.m. and Julian, Tony, and I headed down I-10 to East New Orleans to pick up Todd. From there we went to the casino in City Park. No parties there, so we went down to Canal Street. That is a bad area. We left and went to Wendy's, then to a Time Saver. I bought a 6-pack and a Michelob, then 3 Buds. I got seriously buzzed but not really drunk. We stopped on a side street and drank for a while. Tony threw up. Then Julian tried to take off without us. I just made it in the car, or almost in the, and Julian was flying down the street. I was hanging out of the back door. As we were flying down the street, at about 30 miles per hour, Todd said it was a good thing I did not fall out. I didn't though. I managed to get in and close the door. We went back and picked up Tony and Todd. After we dropped off Todd, we flew back to Metairie. We had a real deep, drunkenly inspired conversation. I love that car Julian has. Well, anyway, I was drunk and Julian dropped me off. Tuesday is my birthday, so my grandmother is going to take me to God Show's today. I want a polo rugby shirt. I will be driving soon. Tomorrow my dad is going to let me drive again. Soon we are going to need a new car. I have it all planned. I want either a Mazda 626 or a Volkswagen Quantum. My dad likes both of them and they are a good price, so there is a good chance we get it. Those cars would be good cars for my dad since he would mostly just take it to work. Then I would get his car to take to school. I will just paint it and put a good stereo in it. Then when I go out I could take his new car. I hope he does not get an American car though. I want to be able to drive something that handles nicely like Julian's car. October 13, 85 I have exams Tuesday. It is Sunday 10:36 p.m. My mother read this journal the other day. The big thing now is drinking. She had no right reading this though. Anyway, we bought new furniture for the den. I bought a polo rugby shirt, a yellow one. Nana paid for it since it is my birthday Tuesday. I hope I get Calvin Klein jeans. If I get any money for my birthday I might buy some duck head slacks or a Madonna LP. Madonna's hits are old but I would still like the LP. October 15th, 85 Tuesday 4:08 p.m. My birthday, I found a good book. Operation Choke Point. The last good book I read was The Tehran Contract. October 16th, 85 Wednesday 7:05 p.m. Now I am going to write what I darn well please, and if you want to come snooping in my room like you did Saturday and read this, then go ahead. Firstly, I found out one of the many reasons I hate my confinement to this forsaken madhouse. No one is willing to make concessions. We put new furniture in the den. We all liked it, but no, you have to go and change it. Why, I will never know. Even if the new stuff looks better, it is easier to keep what we have. Oh, by the way, if you're reading this, I would like to say that you people have driven me to drink. If you thought I was drunk Friday, you have not seen anything yet. October 22nd, 85 Tuesday 7:31 p.m. I have one question. How does one become rich? I have but only a vague fundamental type answer to that question now, but I intend on answering this question within my lifetime. For now, however, I will settle with this answer: you must first work for those with means. You must slave to their whims to make in some personal stability. Once this is accomplished, you must use what has been accumulated and break away, becoming a full-fledged individual. Now it becomes time for the fireworks. As an individual to come out shooting, conserving nothing. Then once the smoke settles, we see the moment of truth. Either you were a blazing idiot destined to eternal slavery, or you have been accepted and exalted soon to reap material benefit. October 27th, 85 Sunday 2:48 p.m. I have just been chugging along on that roller coaster called adolescence. Last night I went to a dance. Julian gave me a ride. 4 girls declined to dance with me. One was waiting for her BF. Earlier Saturday I had a cross-country meet. I ran the JV race 2 miles in 11 minutes 37 seconds. I finished third out of about 50. Oh, one other thing, I hate Janet. In the picture from Homecoming she looks ugly as sin and she is too tall. I do not like anyone that makes me look like a fool. What a waste of money Homecoming was. I have not given up on Alicia yet. October 29th, 85 Tuesday 8:10 p.m. I guess I will have school tomorrow. I had Monday and today off because of Hurricane Juan. November 1985 November 1st, 85 Friday 6:08 p.m. There is so much I could write, but I have little time and I will most probably forget most of what I have to write. I have become forgetful lately, especially when I am nervous. Unfortunately, I am often uptight. I have to learn to relax. Last night I went out with Julian. It was Halloween. We went to spook houses. Tonight there is a football game. Julian is at Cap. Today Mrs. Smith came over. I showed her my yearbook and she said Yolanda tears up her school pictures every year. I can't believe that. I am beginning to think maybe Yolanda is changing. Maybe she likes me now. I know I had better not get my hopes up, however, she always seems to like people then disappoints them. I can remember so many times when I thought she liked me then found out she was just being nice. Today I bought a Gant plaid shirt, it is real nice, and some navy blue duck head slacks. I love the styles right now. Short hair and big clothes. Tomorrow I have cross-country meet. Last week I placed third and got a cheap plaque. This week top 10 gets trophies. I better get one. I can't stay out late tonight. November 3rd, 85 Sunday 12:52 p.m. Last night I went to Julian's house. He lives on Palm Springs by the lake in a huge house. At 12 a.m. we went to the Rocky Horror Picture Show. It was all right. I have to learn to relax, everyone tells me that. I have to stop worrying and being so negative. I am going to start asking myself, does it affect me, can I change it? I am going to try to take a who cares attitude. I wish I could use a little self-hypnosis to relax myself. Julian and I both want to join the football team. We are going to both join this year and work together. The only problem is I am going to have to give up cross country. Just think however how nice it would be to tell Alicia that I am on the football team. November 10th, 85 Sunday 7:43 p.m. Last night I went to the football game with Matt. Julian was in Pensacola with NJRC. I met a lot of people since I was with Matt. He is excited about cross country district is next week. Since he has quit wrestling and started running again, he has gotten big hopes for the future of our team. I guess I will really disappoint him and others if I go out for football. We have a new family discussion topic. We are deciding whether or not to get into the YMCA. I am all for it. We would be able to use all the facilities. They have 2 pools, indoor and outdoor, 2 gyms, 1 with indoor track, 2 weight rooms, racquetball courts and much more. I could really start doing some serious working out. I had been lifting weights for a solid month every day, but since exams I have been back to an off and on schedule. November 16th, 85 Saturday 5:56 p.m. Last night I went to the game, state playoffs for football, then to the dance. Then this morning I had my last cross-country meet of the year, the district championship. I did not get a trophy and Holy Cross beat us again. Today we join the YMCA. Julian's car is in the shop and he wrecked his mother's car, so I am not going out tonight. I have to study and I would like to buy some jeans. I want to buy a 16x20 picture poster of the greatest car in the world, a Porsche 930 Turbo. I will own one someday. It does 0 to 60 in 5.3 seconds and cruises at 159 miles per hour. 9:47 p.m. Today I went to the YMCA. I really like the facilities. The weight room is great. Tomorrow I am scheduled for a game of racquetball. I think I will lift weights too. I want to lift every day. I need to get in better shape. November 21st, 85 Thursday 8:54 p.m. Today I got to go with the team to Baton Rouge. We did great but lost. We did kill Holy Cross however. Also 4 of our runners were in the 16s and 1 in the 15s. I am sure of one thing now. I want to run next year. I do not fit in on that team. I am going to work till I can't work anymore. I guess I will play football. I hope I have the guts to make the team. November 23rd, 85 Last night I went to the game. Central High is doing great. We should win state maybe if cross country can't do it, football can. After the game me and Dominic went with Mike Armand and his GFJS sister to pick up David Bragg and some junior at the Sangar. From there we were planning to go to a party on Avron. Well, we did not find the party but we had fun. We got on I-10 and Julie was driving. We were doing about 85 cruising. Julie is nice, nothing like her wimp bum of a brother. We stopped and picked up an 8-pack. I drank 5 and I was home by 11:30. Not a wild night, bet I met new friends. I guess you could say. Oh, by the way, it is Saturday 3:12 p.m. I just saw Yolanda and Alicia. Alicia got her car fixed again because she was in her Honda. November 24th, 85 Sunday 12:23 p.m. Last night I went out with Julian. We had a great time. It was Julian, Robbie, Booby, Jeff, and me. We went to a party on Orleans Avenue and it was great. There were lots of people from Central High School. After we got drunk and the party started clearing out, we headed to a party on North Atlanta. It was just as big but there were a lot of Northern High students. We stayed a while. I am afraid of going to the Y today though. Yesterday, after having been drunk the night before, I had a bad workout. I can imagine what it will be like today. I had a good idea pop up. Maybe the next time I find out about a party I can tell Yolanda about it and her and Alicia could follow us up there. I am going to tell her to ask Alicia, so maybe sometimes we could follow them up there. I would like it if Yolanda would tell me about any Mercy Stag dances. It is worth a shot. November 25th, 85 Monday 8 p.m. Well, it is a short school week because of Thanksgiving. Not much to write about. I have another goal however. Mr. Smith might be selling his 280Z soon. I would love to buy it. I will have to check the blue book value, but I would assume it is worth about 2,000. I have not been going to the Y every day, but I plan to start. I skipped a couple of days. November 27th, 85 Wednesday 4:28 p.m. Well, today is the first day of a 4-day Thanksgiving holiday. There are a lot of things I need to do over the long run. Get a job to start saving for a car, go to the Y more often, and go out for the football team this spring. I also have to hold up my grades and go out on the weekends. November 30th, 85 Saturday 11:24 a.m. I just read about a really interesting place called Los Colinas. It is a city that has just sprung up 15 miles northwest of Dallas. It sounds nice. They really went about things right there. December 1985 December 1st, 85 Sunday 9:15 p.m. Last night Julian and I went to see Rock 2. It was great, much better than Once Bitten movie we saw Thursday. December 8th, 85 Sunday 4:28 p.m. I just got back from a retreat at the Carmel Center across the lake. I met Mary and Allison from Franklinton and Jean from Slidell. I am going to write to Mary. December 9th, 85 Monday 6:22 p.m. I have a little time now to write about the retreat, so that is exactly what I am going to do. Saturday I went on a retreat. I got on the bus at St. John Prep. The bus was full of punk pits and I was sure the weekend would be horrible. We were going to Lacombe across the river. I can't believe I said that, I mean we crossed the lake. We made one last stop. We picked up 2 girls. They were preps and I was so relieved. One sat right beside me. Her name is Mary. From here all the silly games started. Like usual I did not lunge in and take control of the situation, so we played hard to make the other jealous and all that. I really was too standoffish that day. Luckily she made some moves though, like sitting next to me at dinner. At least I gained some confidence. That night however she came to some spiritual awakening and decided she was not going to treat others like trash. Well, she started flirting with some of the others. This only hurt them because the next day we held hands, went for a little walk and all of that stuff young romantics do. When she saw how this hurt the others, she tried to be nice to them. I got jealous and Jean, a pretty girl from Slidell, and a prep of course, was flirting with me. Mary and I grew painfully apart for a while. Then at the end of the retreat, while sad music was being played and everyone said bye, I got a big hug from Mary. There was a sort of love between us. I use the term loosely however. She continued to flirt, and seeing the pain and helplessness in my eyes, she once again read me like a book. She told me not to worry because she would be with me on the bus. I knew then that I was special to her. On the bus she told me she had learned something on the retreat. She said she learned that other people, no matter how different, have feelings. She was talking of the pits. She gave me her address and I just sent her a letter today. Like anything else, there are some things you always remember of any trip. I guess I will remember that I have never been hugged by so many girls. I was pretty good friends with the 6 girls from Pope John Paul High, not just Allison and Mary. I especially remember holding Mary, but before Allison stepped off the bus she gave me a big hug. It made me feel good that such a pretty girl could want to hug me. That was all nice, but what took the cake was what Mary said to me at dinner Saturday. We were standing at the salad bar and she walked up and looked me right in the eyes and sang the words to her favorite song. I remember her saying, "I do believe I love her." I know she meant something by that. I can't believe I messed that quote up. It said, "I do believe I love you." Now you see where my mind was. Anyway, I am sure because of the look in her eyes what she said was no coincidence. That song still touches me when I hear it. I can see her saying, "I do believe I love you," and me just turning away not knowing what to say. December 10th, 85 Tuesday 7:09 a.m. Really quick, I just want to write what one football player said as he walked off the field after they lost in the state semifinals. He said, "Raise your heads, you. We do not have anything to be ashamed of." I hope I can remember that line. 9:47 a.m. Hello my wonderful journal. Got some good news that sold make the words of this page jump from the paragraph. What could all such words be? I is simple, I love life. Bet you never heard such words uttered from my mouth. However, this week has been my week. First the retreat where I gained confidence, got closer to God and met a girl who seems to like me. Now I am going to the Christmas dance with my sweet friend, Yolanda. December 11th, 85. It is 7 p.m. Wednesday. I am glad I did not have my heart set on going with Yolanda to the Christmas dance. She called today and said she can't go. She can't get out of going to the surprise party. Now the biggest thing for me to do is just like my favorite football player said, hold my head high. I know it is going to look bad since I told people at school I would be there with Yolanda. I do not care though. I have nothing to prove to anyone. I still have my confidence and that is all that counts. Today after school I saw this girl from Cabrini. She was gorgeous. I only got to ask what school she went to. I did not get her number. I hope I see her again sometime. I thought of a new line. When I go up to a girl later I find out a little bit about them, I will say, can I be so bold as to ask you for your phone number? That line sounds good. I have to meet somebody despite the way I feel of Mary, because thinking of her being across the lake just depresses me. I can't be depressed ever again. I have wasted too much precious time in my life being depressed. I hate to get a bad feeling towards Yolanda, but I am beginning to think that I just can't hang with the snobs like I would like to think I can. December 13th, 85. Friday 7:37 p.m. Today is my dad's birthday. My parents are going out to eat with Mrs. Kathy and Mr. Eric. I am really not a mean, ungrateful person, but I must criticize my dad. He is totally out of it along with my mother. Sometimes I think they must be not too smart. You should see the way they dress. If I were Mr. Eric or Mrs. Kathy I would not be seen with them. December 14th, 85. Saturday 6:54 p.m. Today I got a letter from Mary. She is in town staying at the Hyatt. I have tried to call but no one answers. Julian and I played racquetball today. He came over and let me put his car in the street. After I put it back in the driveway. 9:27 p.m. I really do hate my people. I used to say I wanted to change my name when I get older, but I did not want to make my parents feel bad. Now I say the hell with it. As soon as I graduate from college I will say my goodbyes and never talk to them again. December 15th, 85. Sunday 11:58 a.m. Today I got to talk to Mary on the phone. Then I went to Mass. On the way back I was walking home and Melinda West pulled over to give me a ride. Catherine was in the car. I have always had a crush on Melinda. 6:31 p.m. I have exams this week. I know it is dangerous to start planning for the week after exams, but I have an idea. This coming Saturday we should, Julian and I, put the video camera in his car and go riding. We did it once before but it was at night. I have the Rocky IV soundtrack so we can play that in the car as we cruise. 8:14 p.m. I cannot believe it, my dad was looking at cars. He seemed pretty serious too. He was about to buy a Chevy Cavalier. Now do not get me wrong, I am glad he did not, but now he will not look anymore. I do not understand him. He knows he is not going to find anything good for under 200 a month. He could get a Accord for that much though if he leased. I am trying to convince him but he won't listen. I am just going to save all the info and try to talk him after the holidays. December 17th, 85. Tuesday 8 p.m. I do not know why I am taking time out from studying to write this anyway. I thought it was funny. Nana, my grandmother, if I did not clarify that, called today. She asked me if my dad liked his sweater. She bought it for his birthday 12 to 13. She knew I had asked for a sweater for Christmas. Worrying that I was afraid my present would be from Mervyn S. Also, she said, "Don't worry honey, yours isn't like that, yours is tops." I guess I really am that way. However, I like clothes from the best stores, like Pearless. I would not consider myself fatty either. I am just very clothes conscious. I realize I can't afford the kind of wardrobe some people have, but I want whatever my family and I can afford. Oh well, back to the books. 10:24 p.m. You know, sometimes I do not use my brain. I have always felt that there is nobody at Central High School that I could really be friends with. I have overlooked many people. One guy has been driving since last year and that makes me feel dumb. December 18, 85 Wednesday 10:10 p.m. Today I got to go school in a 924 Porsche. Steve drove his sister's Porsche to school. December 20, 85 Exams ended yesterday. I came home and was bored, so I went out and ran. I ran about 12 miles. Today I was supposed to go with Julian to the shopping center, but he never came over. My dad got home early, so he took me to take my driver's test. I failed one section, so I have to wait until Monday to take it over. After I went to Randall's to apply for a job. They had no openings, so after I went to Sound Warehouse to get a present for Julian. 5:22 p.m. I just called Matt. It reminded me of one thing: when I do not run cross country next season, it is going to disappoint more than just Coach Schimmer. Matt's father will most probably be disappointed also. It will really make me feel bad since so many people have faith in me as a runner. Coach even sent me a Christmas card. What reminded me of this fact was that Matt's father answered the phone when I called. He was going to ask me to call back, but when he found out it was me calling, he said he would go outside and get Matt. December 22, 85 12:20 a.m. Sunday. Well, the holidays have been relaxing so far. Today I gave my writing a thought. I have decided that in my lifetime I want to write one single grand work. I want it to be something really serious. A work in which everything pieces together and is highly symbolic. 5:12 p.m. Today we went to the French Quarter. It was really nice. I got what should be some really nice pictures. 10:44 p.m. The FQ is looking pretty nice, I guess. I wish I could get Julian to go there sometime, but you just can't depend on him for anything. I have not gone out hardly at all so far during the holidays. If I could drive, that would be different. However, I have to go take my test for my permit tomorrow again. I can't believe I failed the first time. I did not study, however. Yesterday I met Julia again. She has changed a lot. That is my dad's friend's daughter. Julia is my age. She goes to a school across the river. She is nice looking and all, but I have learned never to try to be anything than friends with any girl that is a family friend. I have to write Mary soon, not that that has to do with family friends. I need to get some impressive stationery. I need to do a lot of things, however. For instance, I have been getting lax with my workouts lately. December 24, 85 Tuesday 5:15 p.m. I feel great. My hair looks good. I went to John Jay's. The lady showed me how to blow dry my hair so it looks good but not too much body. I am going to a family party. 11:34 p.m. It is Christmas Eve and Santa is presently busy putting presents under the tree. I can hear him right now. The party was typical. Alicia Jones was there. She really looks nice. She is a nice girl too. She gave me a big hug before leaving. I was a little moved. December 26, 85 Thursday 5:27 p.m. I just got back from taking my test for my driver's permit. I passed this time. My dad said to write my license number down in case I lose my license. The number is 286,286. Why can I not type one letter at a time? December 27, 85 Friday 9:32 p.m. Well, I am at home and it is Friday night. I guess you realize that does not make me too happy. I signed and sealed my second letter to Mary today. I just have to mail it. Julian is not home, probably out partying with Tony. I talked to Matt and he is coming over tomorrow and will sleep here. We might go out with Julian tomorrow night, although I hate to depend on Julian, or we could call Yolanda and try to arrange a double. We were supposed to go out with Ron and his group. We were going to Julian's, a bar, to see the not-so-famous, Red Rockers. I am really getting bored and it drives me crazy that I can't just get in the car and, as Asia would sing, go. I want to write Mary's address down because I already lost it once. I had to write the address she had on a return envelope. I did not have the zip, so I am not positive the one I wrote is correct. Anyway, I was just thinking, one day I want to summarize in this book my life before I started writing. I realize I picked up pretty abruptly. I could write of Saint Angela, my old friends, the traumatic change of schools, me at first, shaky family life, my adopted sister, and this crazy neighborhood. I could also write about my earlier social life. For instance, my old girlfriend Heidi. I wonder what the chances are of this book ever being published. I guess there are a million other people with more exciting lives who write every day. December 29, 85, Sunday, 9:59 p.m., I finally got around to sending my letter to Mary. Today at church I saw Melinda. She was with Catherine. Some girl sat behind me that I sure would like to have gotten to know. Maybe she will be at the next CO meeting, but I doubt it. Last night Matt slept over. We had a serious party crew. Julian got to drive his mom's new Audi. That is an awesome car. Julian, Tony, Matt, and me got to cruise around. We were in a great car and we all looked good. Matt was the only one to pick up any girls, however. And he picked up a girl that I would consider too young. The night was not all good, however. Matt talked me into calling Yolanda and asking her to go out with us. That was a big mistake. I really messed up on the phone, and not only did she decline, but she sounded like she hates me. Then Matt called Liz. I had not realized he knew her. She said she was going out with some friends, one being Alicia. They said they would meet us somewhere before going to a party on Purdue. Well, I called Alicia and messed up that phone call too. When Matt called back to straighten things out, she said they had plans, but the plans were up in the air. They said they would meet us at Nick's. Well, we went to Nick's but could not get in. We never saw them. We went to a telephone and called a girl Matt had met earlier that night at Lakeside. They told us to come to their house, so we met them there. Matt got friendly with the girl, but Tony and I just kept it casual with her friends. We were on Hastings Street. At Claudia's house. Matt liked her friend Lydia. Her other friend Amy was going with someone. Claudia was nice but not old enough. While we were there, Julian was at his girlfriend's house. Before Nick's we went to the boathouse. I saw Tom and Clark. I then was impressed by my friends. December 30th, 85, Monday, 5:29 p.m. I was just noticing the date. Another year is winding down. Today Julian called and asked if I wanted to go for a ride. We went to Slidell to buy fireworks. It was great in his mother's car. That is the best car I have ever ridden in. It handles the road like an absolute dream. The car looks great too. We did not buy any fireworks, but I liked the ride over. It was nice and relaxing. December 31st, 85, Tuesday, 7:44 p.m. I always try to write positive things in my journals, but today everything seems pretty bad. I got my report card today. It was really bad, 3.17. I had 3 A's and a C and the rest B's. I am going to protest the C on Monday. I have been in a really down mood. What is worse is it is New Year's Eve and I cannot go out. There is a big party on Lake Trail. Everyone is there, including Alicia. I called her the other, and that is where she said she was going. It is supposed to be a really good party. Julian does not want to drive way out here though, since he plans on really drinking. My parents would not let me sleep at his house either. Lately I cannot get Melinda off my mind. I really like that girl. Matt wants me to go across the lake with him Thursday. Amy invited him. That would mean that I cannot go out tomorrow night though. January 1986, January 1st, 86, Wednesday, 1:16 p.m. Well, it is a new year. I still have Melinda on my mind, however. That has not changed and I hope it never does. I saw her in church today. She really is beautiful. She gave Billy a nice big smile after getting communion. I wonder what she thinks of me. 6:39 p.m. Matt is coming over tonight. We have to wake up early tomorrow to go to Amy's ranch across the lake. I do not think we are going out tonight. I called Yolanda and she gave me Alicia's number. I called Julian and the party last night was horrible. That makes me feel a little better. 12:22 p.m. right now. I actually have a little confidence. I almost feel like Melinda could like me. If not, I can forget. People have told me I am not ugly, so I will have to believe it and just be happy. Well, I am going out tomorrow. There is going to be a girl I have not met there. I hope she is nice. By the way, it is M not PM like I wrote in the prompt. January 2nd, 86 Thursday 8:20 p.m. I got back from Peoria, Mississippi. It was funny. Matt's girlfriend is Lydia. Her friend is Amy, the one who has the summer home. Then they brought two friends, Claudia and Alicia. Well, Claudia looks too young and Amy likes somebody called Hank. So that leaves Alicia for me. Well, it really is funny. This Alicia is just like Yolanda's friend. She is the same height, 5'8", which is a little less than an inch taller than me. She wears the same type Seiko watch, she has the same name, she is very rich and I like her. I like Yolanda's friend more. Matt said he is going to tell Lydia to tell Alicia to call me. Now of course you know I like Melinda more than any of them. There are some things I do not like right now. I do not like when girls are taller than me. I guess it is just bad homecoming memories. Also, Julian has not been going out lately. School starts Monday and I am going to have to get serious. I have not been working out enough. 8:44 p.m. Julian just called. I am going to a 9:20 p.m. movie. 11:42 p.m. The movie Clue was not great and there was not much happening now, but it was nice just riding around in the Audi with Julian. He gets his out of the shop tomorrow. That means tomorrow we will not be in the new one, but I am not complaining. Julian is going to call me tomorrow. We are going to party tomorrow. January 4th, 85 Saturday 5:33 p.m. Today I went to work out. I swam and got a really good workout in the weight room. I have to go there more often. I saw a girl today and she whispered to her friend that I was cute. Well, I just could not get myself up to starting a conversation. I have to go every single day. I have not heard from Matt about Lydia and Alicia. Lydia has not called him yet. I hope they did not forget about us. I wrote my letter to Mary. Her letter was really sweet. She is a very nice girl. I have not been running enough lately. I sure hope Coach Fair does not start us off too hard. 7:46 p.m. I was supposed to go to a movie or just go out. Julian was going to drive Tony and Julian just called, however. He was at Tony's house and he says they are going to take Stephanie and Michelle out. That means I can't go. I was in a great mood and all ready to go. That really gets me mad. I am going to call Julian tomorrow and give him a big piece of my mind. I will also remind him that he owes me 2 nights with me being able to bring a date, since Tony has done it twice and ruined my plans. The only good thing is that if Julian hits it off with Michelle, maybe he will take her out next week, and Alicia, Lydia's friend, and I. January 5th, 1986 Sunday 1:41 p.m. I just do not know what to do. I have nobody. It didn't bother me when I found out Alicia was dating somebody. I was really almost glad because I do not really like her. With Alicia, Lydia's friend, however, I am a little upset. I just called Alicia and I found out she has a boyfriend, Jake or something like that. The phone call did not go as smooth as I would have liked either. 9:11 p.m. School starts tomorrow, but I am not really depressed. I just looked in the mirror and for once not mad at what I saw. My complexion is pretty clear right now. I wish I could always look like that. January 7th, 1986 Tuesday 8:57 p.m. School has started, Track 2, I am really busy now but I do not mind yet. I sent my letter to Mary today. Driver's ed starts tomorrow. I just thought I would write that somebody called to tell me about a CO dance on the 18th. I had planned on calling the 2 Alicias tomorrow, but I did not think I will call Alicia, Yolanda's friend, because Julian want double this weekend. January 8, 86 Wednesday 5:35 p.m. Last night I had to buy running shoes and goggles. I went to Osman's but they did not have what I wanted. Then I went to Massey's. There my dad met the owner who he is old friends with. He was talking of his daughter, a sophomore at Palace High. He then said I might be able to get a job there. I was thinking it would be nice if I could work with that girl. So I took an application. I noticed a Porsche 911 as I walked out and figured it to be the owner's. Well, today at school I found out where is a sophomore at a local high school who has a 99. I will bet it is hers. She would not like me, but I am still going to try to get the job. I do not know if what I am about to write is original, but I believe it. I think that it is the little details that catch a person's eye. I think that has a lot to do with how other people see you. For that reason, I concern myself with such details in the way I dress and etc. January 9, 1986 Thursday 9:51 p.m. Today I went to the dermatologist. She gave me some medicine and removed some of the infected acne. After I went to the YMCA. Tomorrow I have to sign up for football. I am determined to stick with it. It will either be the start of something big or the beginning of a big mistake. Track is just starting to get going. So I will be pretty busy. January 12, 1986 Sunday 11:06 a.m. Friday I signed up for football. Julian did too, and a kid called Tommy. I hope they make the team, but I do not think Julian will. Friday night Julian called me at 20 to 10 and asked if I wanted to go out. I declined, it was a little late. I did not go out last night either. The Thompson twins were at Uno, but I stayed home and watched Phil Collins videos. I like Phil Collins more anyway. January 13, 1986 Monday 8:37 p.m. I had my first day of football practice today. I had to run 3 40-yard sprints. I ran them in about 5.2 seconds. I can do better. Then for track, Coach Fair had me run 3 660s, sprinting the last 220s. I ran great and impressed the coaches. Spring training doesn't start until May, and I have been working out every day at the YMCA. January 15, 86 Wednesday 10:21 p.m. Today was a pretty good day, for sure it was above average. At track practice I ran the 1000 m in a time of 258. Coach only told me to get my time under 315, so I really impressed him. I smoked the seniors out. Later I went to the YMCA. I was feeling pretty good and had my confidence up. After lifting weights, I was sitting in the lobby waiting for my mom's exercise class to end. As I sat there I saw a girl walking towards the lobby. Immediately I recognized her to be Melinda. My stomach dropped and I tensed and looked the other way. She walked towards the door but then turned back and went to wait once again in the car. I can still see her though. She had on her school uniform with a red sweater and her hair in a ponytail. I wonder if she noticed me? I hope I see her there again. I have seen her dad in the weight room, so they are definitely members. January 8, 86 Saturday 8:22 p.m. I do not have much to do right now. I might go out with Julian later. He is at a school banquet though. If his parents talk to the disciplinarian, then he won't be going out. He almost got expelled Friday, so when his parents find out he will be in real trouble. Speaking of school, I got a semester grade of C in geometry but had it changed to a B, thank God. Last night Julian and I went to a Palace High stag dance. We did not meet only girls but had fun since we were with a group of kids we knew. Jason, David, Mike, and Dominic Harrow. They are all pretty cool. Today Julian and I went shopping at Esplanade Mall and later at Lakeside. After Julian dropped me off at the YMCA, but we had to come home, to my house, to get my stuff. We pulled up and Yolanda and Alicia were outside. They were talking to some friends in a fine BMW. They saw me pull up in Julian's Audi. Oh, by the way, I might ride in a parade. January 20th, 86 Monday 7:37 p.m. Today I had football practice or really tryouts. It was easy today but that won't last long. It does not bother me though because I really want to play. Later I went to the Y. Melinda was there to pick up her little sister. Melinda is so fine. I hope I can get up the courage to talk to her next time. Today she waited in the car though. You should see that girl in her big white Cadillac. I have to study for geometry now. Mary is late in returning her letter. Yesterday I went to International Day at school. Yolanda saw me get home in Julian's Audi. January 21st, 86 Tuesday 9:04 p.m. Tomorrow coach will post the names of those cut from the football team. Tonight I called Vanessa. An old friend I had not talked to in a while. She was really nice. She goes to Mercy but does not know Yolanda, Alicia, Melinda, or any of the others that I know. Next time I call I have to ask where Margot goes to school. I have been thinking of how to ask where the Uptown Girls party. I will tell her that as compared to some people I know she is really uptown or something like that. I will have to call Scott King sometime. I like the prestigious life. I wonder if Scott is still in Valencia. I called Alicia, Lydia's friend, tonight but she was not home. January 22nd, 86 Wednesday 9:37 p.m. Well, I made the football team. That is just the beginning, however. I have a lot of work ahead of me. I can handle it. I called Alicia tonight. We talked for about a half an hour. She is really nice. I think she likes David. She met him last week. It does not really disappoint me. She is too young and tall. I have to admit her and David do make a nice couple. She told me about a party Friday given by Sherry, some other girl. I have to find out where it is later. I would like to go. Alicia told me that Lydia does not like Matt because he is stuck on himself. January 23rd, 86 Thursday 11:02 p.m. I just found out definitely that I am in the parade Mercury. January 24th, 86 Friday 10:38 p.m. School went well today. I really like Brother Martin. It is a great school. 4-track coach timed me in the half mile and I ran it in 217. Quite an improvement from last time. I have to keep improving. I did not go out tonight. I will party come Mardi Gras to make up for it. Julian got rooms at the Marriott. We are going to party Monday and Tuesday at Mardi Gras. January 25th, 86 Saturday 12:31 a.m. I only know one thing, dear God, I am drunk. I also know that I love Melinda with all of my heart and soul, and if she does not love me I will take my own life. Melinda, I love you. I went out tonight and really got drunk. Julian is pissed because when I got drunk tonight I acted immature. I hope God Melinda did not see me. I also know that if my parents search in my drawer tomorrow and read this I will hate them. January 27th, 86 Monday 10:13 p.m. 3-day Super Owl weekend is over. The Bears won. Next weekend the parades start. January 28th, 86 Tuesday 9:38 p.m. Today at 11:38 a.m. Eastern Time the Space Shuttle Challenger blew up 10 miles up in the atmosphere. It was traveling at over 2,000 miles per hour and no debris is yet to be found since it was engulfed in flames and blown to a million pieces. Reagan made a famous quote saying, "Today our astronauts have lost the surly bonds of Earth to touch the face of God too." I do not know what made me think of this, but Saturday night we, Tony, Julian, and I, parked at Saks and walked Bourbon. Walking back to the car Tony and I were in a great mood and sang. I can remember singing there. She was just walking down the street singing do wa diddy diddy dum diddy do. And she was fine 3. I must have had Melinda in mind, he must have had Michelle in mind. Tony says he wants to go to UCLA for college. January 29th, 88 Wednesday 10:03 p.m. I have been really running well lately and I have been getting a lot of compliments. I guess I think of Melinda too much, but I saw her little sister, Julie, today at the YMCA. Right now my favorite dream is to marry Melinda and give her a candy apple red Mercedes 380 SL as a surprise wedding present. This time last year I was in love with Melinda. That was before Alicia. I have almost forgotten about Alicia. She is too tall anyhow. January 31st, 86 Friday. 6:39 p.m. Tonight is the first parade. Everyone is going to be at Bonneville and Vets tonight. Julian is brining Tony and Michelle over. He will park here, then we will walk to the parade. Today I had to run against Hunter and Nick, the best quarter-milers at school. They beat me, but I ran pretty well. Not as good as I could have, however. February 1986 February 1st, 86 Saturday 10:39 p.m. I just ran about 2 miles. It is a beautiful day out there today. Last night we went to Bonneville and Vets. It was great. People everywhere having a great time. I even saw Alicia, Yolanda, and Peggy. 12:16 a.m. tonight Stephanie drove Michelle, Tony, and me to Bonneville. It was lots of fun. I think I might have seen Melinda. I saw Yolanda and Alicia. I introduced them to Tony. I am starting to think they like me. I think they thought I was with Michelle and they might have been a little jealous. I saw Billy, he was by himself. I also saw Amy. She said Alicia York likes me. I felt so stupid though. I called Amy Allison. I just hope I didn't blow it tonight. If Stephanie and Michelle dislike me, then I really am in trouble. Tonight brought up one big complication. Tony says he won't go out with Julian anymore. Everyone really does not like Julian right now. I do not know what I should do. If I hang around him, they will not like me also. I found out tonight that Julian, or rather Tony, big difference there, is dating Stephanie, a sophomore. Michelle is just his best friend. I don't understand that. Michelle is better looking than Stephanie. I also learned from Amy that the look Alicia had in her eyes might have meant she really likes me. I remember the look in her eyes when we got back from Mississippi and had to leave. I know one thing for sure. I saw lots of fine girls tonight, but none that could ever compare to Melinda. Oh, one other thing, tonight Michelle was in my room. She said, "I like your bed." I didn't know what to think of that. February 2nd, 86 Sunday 1:29 p.m. I just went to church. Yolanda gave me a ride home. Right now I am faced with all these decisions. Tony just called me. We were talking and he said that from now on I am going to party with him. It sounds like he really is my friend. What am I going to do about Julian though? I have to call Alicia York and Yolanda sometime soon. 3:44 p.m. Mary called me a while ago. She was on Severn waiting for the parade. I was just thinking I am just going to ask Yolanda if she wants to start dating me. If she does not, that is great, then I will go for Alicia. If she says yes, I will wait for her to get tired of me, then ask Alicia out. 9:04 p.m. Last hour I called Alicia York. We talked from 8 until 9. She is really nice. I called Yolanda at about 5 today and we talked for maybe 10 minutes. She said she had sore throat and was not going to the parade. So I did not ask if she wanted to walk to the parade tonight with me and my friends. So I did not go to the parade. Oh, I just thought I would write this. Friday night this girl Terry threw herself at me. I really hate sluts. At the parades I have seen Stephen and Tom. I have seen a lot of people there. It is really fun. Oh, by the way, Alicia York knows Alicia. She lives in Harahan by Mike. She is another Alicia. February 4th, 86 Tuesday 6:04 p.m. I ran great today at school. I came home and called Alicia York. I was going to tell her I like her. She has dancing tonight though. She is so sweet. At first I was not concerned at whether she liked me or not. The more I talk to her though, the more I like her. February 5th, 86 Wednesday 10:36 p.m. Right now all the parade traffic is in fact in front of my house. They are really rowdy. Tonight I have not gotten anything done and I did not even go to the parade. I called Alicia and once again she had to go. She was going to the parade. That really made me feel bad. That is the second day in the last 2 days. I hope she likes me. February 7th, 86 Friday 6:20 p.m. Well, things are pretty bad. Last night I went to the parade, got really drunk. I am punished from now until Mardi Gras. That ruins my weekend. Then I called Alicia York. She does not like me and told me not to listen to Amy. I can say one thing that sure does not make me feel good. I feel pretty lonely. I did not like her too much, but I was just so confident there for a while. It is a big letdown. February 8th, 86 Saturday 1:36 p.m. I went to the YMCA this morning. I saw Nick and Tim Lombardo. I did a couple of sets with them. I came home and called Alicia. She was not home, but her sister Tanya answered. She said Alicia was at the Metro. Matt says the Metro is an uptown bar that people hang out at. Alicia with a friend Melinda. Well, I am still punished. Tony is too. He got 3 deficiencies this weekend. I still cannot believe Alicia York does not like me. I was so sure Amy was serious when she said Alicia liked me. When I saw Amy Thursday, she was really nice and gave me a hug. I do not know why she would lie like that. Well, that is pretty bad, getting turned down by an 8th grader. Alicia was a lot more mature than most 8th graders, though taller too. 9:17 p.m. Darn, that makes me mad. Anybody with any sense is on Orleans Avenue at the party there. The same girl who gave the party last time threw one again. Last time it was great. This time I will bet it is even better, since Andy Mayan passes right in front of Missy's house. My parents punished me until Mardi Gras. That means I cannot go to the Marriott Mardi Gras Day with Julian. Watch him invite Jeff or one of those people. February 9th, 86 10:52 p.m. Sunday. Well, today was a pretty good day. We rode in Mercury today. I saw Melinda today. We had eaten at Shoney's, Julian and I, and we left his car there because that is where the parade ended. My dad drove us from Shoney's to the formation area of the parade. On the way, however, we had to stop at home to get the ice chests. As we were driving down the street, I saw Melinda in front of her house. I felt like such a fool. Why couldn't we have been in Julian's car and not with my dad? Hopefully she didn't see me. As we were leaving, my mom came out and said Mrs. Kathy had called and Yolanda wanted to know what float we would be on. I felt so bad. Why had I not called Yolanda and told her personally? We got to the float 15, the top level. 2 ladies were really nice to us. This girl Jan, who was 18, was really pretty. We had fun. I did not throw enough to my parents, however. They were with Mrs. Kathy and all, but I did not see the group till it was too late. I was able to throw Yolanda some pearls, however. Well, a party at the Hilton too. Boy, I wanted to go. Eric got a room there. Julian was over here for a little while. I talked to Tony tonight. He got deficiencies, so he has been grounded too. He really has been getting along bad with his parents. He is supposed to be moving in with his Aunt Krista tomorrow. He invited me to go over to her house tomorrow. I have track, but I can go after. February 11th, 86 Monday 11:21 p.m. I talked to Yolanda tonight. She was really nice. She is going to be on a truck float tomorrow. I will say she is not as nice as Alicia on the phone. That is just the way she is. Alicia is a hypocrite. Alicia York, that is. Today Julian was over. I do not see him coming to the Bahamas with me this year. I used to think he could be pretty cool one day. I have lost hope, however. He has real problems. I cannot put up with him much longer. Tuesday 6:49 p.m. Mardi Gras. It was a little too cold today. My mom and sister went uptown to see Rex and the trucks. I stayed home, mostly as a protest, since they would not let me go to Canal Street with Julian. I am sick of him, but I can still use him. Well, anyway, Tony came over today and we walked to Bonneville and watched Argus and the trucks. Tony said he might have a birthday at the balcony and I am invited. February 13th, 86 Wednesday 1:19 p.m. Today I had track at 11 a.m. Coach Lag picked me up at 10 and we drove for an hour before and after practice. I have to drive for 6 hours. I get to drive a Cutlass Sierra and it is really a nice car. I am a better driver after just 2 hours. February 13th, 86 Thursday 5:30 p.m. Today I drove on the interstate. It is really no big deal I guess. Tony got his license though. That is great. He picked me up and we went to Esplanade and Lakeside. I bought this great picture of a 911 Cabriolet Carrera. We drove around and listened to INXS. They are the best group I have ever heard. February 14th, 86 Friday 7:09 p.m. I drove with Coach to practice today and when I got there I found out that I am definitely going to Baton Rouge tomorrow with the team. Or I should say part of the team. Only about 10 of us qualified. Coach issued me the varsity track uniform today. I leave tomorrow at 3:30 p.m. and will run the 2-mile relay. This is the state championship indoor track meet so I am a little worried about it. Today I was listening to K and I got the stupid idea to call into one of the call-in contest to win the album How to Be a Zillionaire by ABC. Well, I won and it was really embarrassing because he asked me who my sweetheart was and if I would give her the tape with some candy. Well, it was a nice thought but I am not dating anyone now so it put me on the spot. I said Alicia that was stupid. Alicia York does not like me and if Yolanda's friend heard that, she would think I was a real jerk. That was almost as embarrassing as when I tripped over the chair at Mus Monday after running on the track there. Only a couple of people saw me do that but I never do things that spastic. February 16th, 86 Sunday 1 p.m. I went to Baton Rouge yesterday for the indoor track and field championship. Overall it was a bad day. Only 7 of us went representing my high school and Ward was the only one to place. He was third, this in the shot put. Atwood, our best quarter miler, did not even qualify, he ran 52 in prelims. I was on the 2-mile relay and we placed 4th in our heat. I had a time of 218 which isn't that great. I want to get down to 205 this year. Our 2-milers, Chris and Steve got lapped and were pulled from the race. We all had a bad day but it was the first meet of the year. I was the only sophomore that qualified to go. I bought a shirt at the meet and the lettering is already coming off. Things like that really get me mad. 6:29 p.m. Now I am going to write about things in general. The other day I was at God Shows or whatever and I saw some new tennis-like shoes GH Base has out. They are probably to compete with K-Swiss. From now on I want only base shoes except for running. They have penny loafers, suede shoes, blue shears and the white tennis shoes. It seems like I am always just a little late with styles. I have to keep on top of it. My big problem is usually money though. I do not have time for a part-time job. Long hair is coming back in. I hate it. I do not mind long in front and short in back, but having it long in the back, I hate that. Before I went to high school I kept up with things pretty much. Considering I was only in 7th grade. In 8th grade and 9th I was really out of it though. This year I have slowly been getting in with the flow. For my trip to Baton Rouge I bought an LP by INXS. I had never known about this group before but they are really good. Before when I saw Inks I did not even realize it was pronounced. I do not know if the preps listen to it but it is good to have diversity. I hope that when I am an adult I can listen to both adult music and teen music with an open ear. I also hope that I never forget anything. I was just thinking about that today. There is a lot about my childhood that I need to write in here before I forget. For instance, other than the Bahamas, my most memorable trips were Disney World when I was about 5 and Navarre Beach when I was about 10 and we took Steven. Right now my parents are in the den with Beth watching old slides. I am supposed to be studying geometry though. Julian called me, he wanted to go see a movie at 7. Sundays are bad nights for movies though. February 17th, 86 Monday 8:36 p.m. I had school today after a week off. It is not easy getting started after a holiday like that. I had to run about 7.5 miles today. My legs were still hurting from running with spikes Saturday. My dad is really getting me mad. I had my last day of driving today. Coach told me today that I am a really good driver. My dad won't even let me drive to the YMCA with him in the car. He does not even have a reason. Tony just called me today. He was dating Stephanie but has to drop her since Michelle and him are going out now. He really feels bad about having to drop Stephanie. I could not ask for a better friend. Tony might not have great grades or a lot of motivation, but he is about as good a person as anybody can be morally. He asked me what I thought he should tell Stephanie. That really makes me feel good that he wants my opinion. Too bad I did not know what to tell him. I have never had to do that before. I am sure he will do all right. I will have to be honest too, him and Michelle make a much better couple. They are both about the nicest people I have ever known. I will have to be honest, Tony is about the best friend I have had since Stephen or Tom. I just hope he stays at our high school. I am sure he will, but his grades are bad and his parents have threatened to send him to public school. That reminds me, I have to call Scott King soon. I was thinking the next time I go out I could ask Tony to pick up Yolanda, Sandra, and Scott. February 19, 86 Wednesday, 5:52 p.m. I just got back from the YMCA. I saw Melinda there. She is so beautiful. I did not know how to even approach that girl. And I really want to wait until the time is just right. Seems like I am always waiting for that time. I like the way she had her hair down. It was not like everyone else. Right now everyone has the hair long and to one side, bangs hanging down. She does not have to follow the group though. She is well above that. But when I think about it I can't remember seeing any uptowners with their hair that way. She might live a block from me, but she is about as uptown as you can get. I always picture her driving that big Cadillac. February 20th, 86 Thursday 10:52 p.m. Tomorrow I am asking Yolanda to a movie. If things turn out good and we start dating I swear not to forget Melinda. February 21st, 86 Friday 5:33 p.m. I just called Yolanda's house. Callie answered and I thought it was sort of funny. She told me Yolanda was at the club and I could call back in about an hour. It sounded like Yolanda made Callie memorize what to say. I guess she did not want Callie to mess up. It sounds like something I would do to Beth. 6:20 p.m. Tony just called me. Michelle is sick, she cannot go out. He said he could drive me to the movie. We could take Yolanda and Sandra and the heck with Julian. I could not do that to Julian though. Even though Tony really hates Julian. Anyway, I can go out with Tony and the group tomorrow. 6:52 p.m. Oh, entertainment tonight. I just saw somebody who I want to be just like. Tom Cruise. I think I look something like him. Sometimes I guess I look like him. He has a crooked nose. He plays Top Gun. February 22nd, 86 I went to Hanville High School today for a practice meet against Hanville, Shaw, and another school. I whipped up on the 800m with a big 210 time, beating my two senior competitors and gaining a spot in next week's T-Bird relays. The T-Birds are the most prestigious meets in the state. It is quite an honor to go. About Friday night, well, it wasn't too bad. I met Sandra and she is like all of Yolanda's friends that I know, fine. A snob, but I like snobs. I made my usual mistake with Yolanda, I was too serious. She likes very shallow relationships. I don't really like her, but I want to get to know her better. So I asked her if she wanted to start dating. Well, she said not steadily but sometimes. That is not the answer I was looking for. It is better than her saying no, however. Tonight I was supposed to go out with Tony, but he cannot get the car. Then I was supposed to go out with Matt, Tim, and Kevin. Kevin could not go, however, so Tim and Matt decided to stay on their side of the river tonight. I just figured I would not go out. Julian came over, however. even though I told him I did not want to go to a movie when he had called on the phone to ask. He told me I could drive his car. So we drove around for a while. Then to waste time we took some back streets and he drove. His favorite song came on and he started driving like a madman. It was kind of fun doing 60 down side streets and watching him floor it, hit the brakes and throw it in reverse. He just did that to waste time though. Since I asked him to go uptown and does not like going there. I finally talked him into going uptown and we took I-10 to S. Carrollton to St. Charles. That is where it is at and I can tell you that. I love that area. I found the metro, it is on Broadway and Freret the Boot is right near there. Uptown Square is great. We did not find Shanahan's or the Fly but it was nice just to get familiar with the area. We went down Calhoun and I think I found Mercy. Julian says he likes Yolanda, Yolanda likes me though, so too bad. I was thinking about Friday night though. I realized I really messed up, I should have kissed Yolanda goodnight. So Yolanda thinks I am mad at her because she does not want to go steady. I should have realized when I walked away and Sandra called me rude that I was supposed to kiss Yolanda. February 23, 86 Sunday 9:36 p.m. I called Yolanda today and the conversation was a disaster. I have learned one thing though, I am too serious. I have to lighten up a little. I am hoping to call her back this week and redeem myself. I am going to try to make the conversation very lighthearted. I also, later in the week, want to tell her what somebody said, Joey, you're pretty cool sometimes. The time you are not around Julian, I also want to ask her to go out with me this Saturday. I can get Tony to drive me and Matt and Yolanda and Sandra and he can take Michelle. February 24, 86 Monday 7:30 p.m. Don T. Be serious. Today I got to see Mercy's yearbook. A kid at school got it from his GF for me. I saw Yolanda, Sandra, Alicia, Melinda, Peggy, and some of the others. Neither of the first three I mentioned took a very good picture. I was just thinking though, if Yolanda can't or was not with me Saturday then I will ask Alicia. February 25, 86 Thursday 10:16 p.m. I had a dermatologist appointment at 4 p.m. When I got home I called Yolanda. She was nice on the phone today. She told me she cannot go out with me this Saturday night. Saturday is her birthday. I have been riding to school with Steve again. March 1986 March 1, 86 Saturday 9:24 p.m. I ran into bird relays today and did not do so well. I guess I had a lot on my mind. Today is Yolanda's birthday and I did not even get a card for her. I was broke and had no transportation though, especially since I have not been able to talk to my parents the last couple of days. Everyone, or at least everyone in this family, is in a big fight. I started it all I guess, but do not really care. Anyway, it is a long story. I wonder what Yolanda is doing on this night of her sweet 16th birthday. I would not know, she never tells me anything. She is on the phone a lot with other people though. I do not want to sound psychic, but I just looked in the mirror and it really got me mad. If I could always see the good sides in me I would not have any worries. March 2, 86 Sunday 4:32 p.m. The weather is beautiful today. Too bad it had not been this way yesterday for the T-Bird relays. I ran pretty poorly yesterday. King's Grant was not as much as I had expected. Just another track. I have to really work hard this week. Saturday we go to Catholic High in Baton Rouge and I want at least a 2:08. I found out the 1980 Olympic record in the half mile was a 1:45. Right now I could only dream of running that fast. March 3, 86 Monday 9:07 p.m. Last night Sandra called me. She is going to send me an invitation to an invitation-only party that she is having. That makes me feel pretty good. Right now I am getting ready to retire for the night. I had to get out of the den. My sister can aggravate me to no end. March 5, 86 Wednesday 7:28 p.m. I have not been running my best lately and I might not get to go to Baton Rouge with the team Saturday. I have a feeling it will turn out for the better though. Wait, what was that? Possibly some optimism coming from me. That must be a first. Now about Julian, I have not said much of him lately. I will say though his popularity, or more accurately that of his car, has finally hit its low. I am about his only worthwhile friend. He knows that too and is afraid if I hate his guts like the rest have started he will have to go back to being a social nothing. That is apparent since he let me drive his car for almost an hour last time we went out. I will have to be honest too, I almost dread having Julian at Sandra's party. He will make a fool of himself. From the viewpoint of many years later I highly doubt that. I was the one making a fool of myself when I drank and most others knew it about me. March 6, 86 Thursday 10:10 p.m. I did not have much homework tonight. I talked on the phone a lot tonight. I called Yolanda and she was really nice. I just wanted to talk. Well, the conversation wasn't as suave as I wanted it, but it was not my worst yet. March 7, 86 Friday 5:37 p.m. The weather has been really nice lately, spring is in the air. I like riding to school with Stephen in the morning because he leaves late and after going to school in that car I can start off the day with lots of confidence. I found out positively that I will not run tomorrow. It is kind of disappointing. They are making a big deal of tomorrow and the track meet being held on that day. Julian is going there for Key Club and offered to take me, but I can stay home and make money by cutting grass. I want to buy some saddle Oxfords and a polo shirt. Sunday I plan on running the Palace High Classic. It will be in Audubon Park, a really nice course. I hope I am not repeating myself any, but I have to write journals for Spanish so I can never remember if I already wrote about something in this journal or my other one. Since the weather is so nice I have my big curtains in my room open. I just noticed a car in front of Yolanda's house. It looks like Sandra's. It is a blue Oldsmobile Cutlass. It has a smashed in front. I wonder if she got in a wreck. I hope not. I like Sandra and I really hate to see it when a sweet girl gets in an accident. It is so dangerous. I am supposed to call Tony in a little while. He said he might be able to get the car tonight. He has that big Oldsmobile Delta 88. We can go to a party at the casino or on Green Acres. If neither of those are kicking, then we can go to the Metro. Tomorrow night I definitely cannot go out. Exams start Monday and I have to study. I just called Tony and he cannot go out. That is pretty disappointing because I wanted to get a ride with him. So I called Matt to see if he and Tim will be on this side of the river tonight. He said he might be able to pick me up. I doubt it though. That brings up the question, do I want to go out with Julian? Well, that answers that question. Julian just called to ask if I would go with him and I said yes. I also found out it was Sandra's car that got smashed up. I just saw her and Yolanda showing Mr. Edward the damage. March 8, 1986 Saturday 8:20 a.m. I went with Julian last night. It was one of those nights where it should have been the best time of the year but I blew it. First we went to a dance at a girls' high school and it was good for $2. There I asked one girl to dance and she said no. Another got asked by somebody else about 2 seconds before I got to her. I did have a little fun at the dance however. When we left, Tommy and Mike followed as they both had their cars. We showed them how to get to Green Acres. We pulled up on that street and instead of seeing a party we saw 3 girls who were also looking for the party. We asked the girls if they knew about the party and they said it might be on the other side of West Esplanade. We offered them a ride and they came with us. I really liked one of them. Her name was Missy and she said she went to an all-girls high school. She was being really nice but as usual I was not assertive enough and I do not even have her phone number. The other 2 were Marcy and Ann. We did not find a party but went to Shanahan's, but they were carding. We then went to the Metro but could not or really did not try to get in. So we brought the girls home and once again I had blown a great chance. Any other person would not have gotten to know those girls better. They were really with it and were nice. They had to show us how to get to Shanahan's. Tommy followed us there but his little group acted like jerks. At Shanahan's I saw Stephen's car, one of his friends Jerry and Frank, but of course Julian did not let me get out to talk to them. On Green Acres we saw Kevin and Tim with 2 girls. They said Matt had left. I still cannot believe we blew it. I have no one to blame but myself. We had 3 great girls in the car with us, and I will never know if Missy and I could have ever have hit it off. I just ask that one day I can see Missy again, because I know I won't forget her. She had a look in her eyes that said something. It just kills me to think I will never know what that look meant. March 9th, 86 Sunday 9:42 a.m. See how negative I am. I might find out if there was anything to that look. I pulled some strings and was able to get N's phone number. I can call her to ask for Missy's number. Last night we heard of 3 parties, Pitt and State, the casino, and Bel Air. We went to Bel Air and it was great. It was a high school fraternity party for mostly Newman people. We did not know too many people there, but it was fun anyway. I saw Billy and also Melissa. Julian said Ann and Missy were there, but I did not see them. After Bel Air we went to Burger King to eat since it was the only place open. I saw Tom there. He was in a tuxedo because he had just come from a Valencia ball. 2:57 p.m. I think I am ready for my geometry exam and I have to study a little more for Spanish. I was studying off and on this weekend and I have been able to get a lot done. I was thinking about Missy and have decided not to call Ann. That would be stupid to call a girl who did not give me her number. Pulling strings just does not cut it. Thinking about it now, maybe that is where I messed up with Alicia. Not that I care now, but Lydia gave me Alicia's number, it was not given to me. Monday 8:56 p.m. I made it through my first day of exams. I have not been running though. I guess you can't give everything 100% of the time. Talking about 100%, I have to start playing the radio lower. That thing is going to make me deaf. I often crank it up just to infuriate my parents. Right now I am working on making a fake ID. I have to be able to get into Shanahan's. I just called Yolanda and asked her about Sandra's party. She says that it is postponed. I told her about the party on Bel Air. She said that is around Fairway where Sandra lives. Then Julian called. It sounds like things are falling apart for him. I have to learn to talk more clearly. I have always felt that I can express myself clearly, but too many times people misunderstand me and I do not realize it. March 12th, 86 Most poetic entry Wednesday 9:43 p.m. Tomorrow is my last day of exams. Things have been hectic to say the least. My parents are really getting on my nerves. Today I read another write-up on the new 86.5 Supra and all I can say is I would love to have that car. I am going to try to save money and maybe I can buy one in 1989. People have called me a dreamer, but that is what this country is built on. A little while ago I walked outside. Before it had started raining, the night was beautiful. I went out to put the garbage out and the neighborhood really looked nice. I could see a little cat peering out at me from the shadow abyss of a car's underside. The soft light of the street lights seemed to caress the night air, brining a sparkle to the lawn's dew. Everything was silent and the sky was a nice midnight blue. I could not help but to notice Yolanda's balcony and a romantic feeling ran through me. I felt like Romeo as my mind as I scanned the balcony. I wished she could have been there with me to share that warm feeling. I would have taken her in my arms and left all my worries pass momentarily away. Now just think of it, if I feel this way about a friend, how will it feel to be in love? Saturday 11:45 a.m. Lots of weird things are happening. I got a really weird prank call yesterday. I went to a luau dance last night at school and asked only one girl to dance and she turned me down. It was just like always. I noticed a couple of girls following me around, but the girl I wanted to dance with turned me down. Last night it was mostly freshmen there. I guess I will stop going to stag dances. The crowd is a little young for me. The weird thing is that all the weird ones had girls with them last night and all the cool people were being turned down left and right. Frank was actually dancing with a decent girl. Matt was there with a pretty fine girl from Mercy. I guess he is not such a loser after all. David however was there with a girl who was not too great. I know he could do better. I am glad for Julian though he spent the whole dance with his new GF, a nice girl he met at the last dance. Right now I actually have money to spend. I am not sure what to spend it on. I have so many wants right now. Another weird thing is that all these people that we know are having big problems. The richest family on the block are in financial trouble even though they have always been rich, and Uncle Gene's family is having family problems. I was there yesterday doing yard work to make money. The grass is growing again and I am back in business. Our house needs lots of spring cleaning, the gardens don't look too hot. Today I went to the Toyota place. I wanted to get some info on the new Supra. They did not have anything. Sunday 11:25 a.m. yesterday I went to Julian's house so we could film a commercial. It was an extra credit project for his English class. It was not my first time at his house, but he gave me a grand tour and could not believe that house. It is a really huge home. I got to see his dad's Mercedes too, it is a really nice car. Then we went out last night and had a boring night. He let me drive to Lakeside, then we went looking for parties and tried to get in some bars. Even though somebody got shot at Shanahan's Friday, they had a big crowd last night. We need fakeids if we want to start getting in there. They had a big crowd at the Metro and there was a big party at a frat house on Broadway. College frats don't welcome high school sophomores though. I am planning to take Yolanda out this Saturday. I wonder if she went to Mercy's winter formal last night. I am going to ask Tony if he can drive and take Michelle, Yolanda, Sandra, Matt, and me. 1054 I have been over at Julian's helping him tape an extra credit program. He did some commercials using my video recorder. When I really call Yolanda this week I want to tell her about it. I know she used to want to pursue an acting career. I wonder whatever happened to that idea. Tomorrow after school I hope to go shopping. I want a Gant shirt and base saddle Oxfords. March 18, 86 Tuesday 9:11 p.m. I was thinking that I want to go to Florida State for college. I always send away for information on stuff and I am going to mail that college something. I also want some PR from Boston Red Sox just for kicks, and I will ask for some tourist info to my favorite states. I have a lot of junk from the letters I have written in the past. I have written just about all the airlines and aircraft companies when I was in 8th grade, even the Air Force Academy. I have also called quite a few 1-800 numbers and received lots of nice junk mail. I love free stuff. As for college, I still plan on at least applying to the academies. I have nothing to lose. My goal, however, right now is to get an academic/athletic scholarship to Florida State, develop myself as a good football player and buy a Supra by the time I am in college. After I get a degree at Florida I will most probably come back to New Orleans for a graduate degree. Hopefully I will marry Melinda West in the meantime. I saw her pick up Yolanda today. Stephen was picking me up right when Melinda was at Yolanda's house. I am still determined to get a fake ID and become a regular at Shanahan's. Thursday 8:51 p.m. I get some pictures back today. The ones we took during the Christmas holidays, and I must say they were horrible. I looked terrible and my face had really broken out. Right now I am studying and I have just learned some new words that I really like. They are maudlin, esoteric, provocative, urbane, and melodramatic. I got a Car and Driver magazine the other day and the cars out right now are amazing. The two best are the Supra and 911. Oh, by the way, I thought up a new saying: if words could not be twisted then they could not be spoken. March 21, 86 Friday 11:52 p.m. The first week at the LST 9 weeks is over. Tonight was a boring night. We rode around for a while. I got to drive, then we just came back here and talked for a while. Julian's car was parked in my driveway, and when he left Yolanda and Sandra had left a note on Julian's door telling Julian and me hi. Early tonight I almost got in a fight with a pit, but he wimped out. March 22, 86 Saturday 4:41 p.m. I have gotten absolutely nothing done today. No haircut, no new clothes and no running. I blame it all on my parents because they won't take me anywhere. Naturally we got into a fight over when I can start driving. I have decided I do not ever want to scream at my kids. That is a sign of weakness. My dad got all worked up and I just sat back and laughed. Naturally I had provoked him, but that is not the point. I have decided I won't feel bad about changing my name when I am older. Right now I just hate the fact that I have to rely on those people so much for money. I have decided that I do not really care how I get along with my parents, but I am going to try for a better relationship with my kid sister. Beth is a good little kid and she has a lot going for her. I am going to be a little bit easier on her because she is going to have to put up with this family just as I did. In 2 years I leave for college, hopefully in Florida. I do not believe it, my parents have blown another one. They won't let me go out tonight. Tim just called me and he was going to pick me up, and the rest of us, Kevin and I, were going to the party at the Leones Club. Boy, I really wanted to go with Kevin and that group. They really have a good rep. I will not forgive my parents for this one. I am going to take a totally passive attitude towards them. I will refer to them by first names in front of my friends and respond to them with yes and no sir or ma'am. I thought after my dad had thrown a temper tantrum today he would just forget about things. So I just blew it off and did not worry about it. Then he told me I could not go out tonight. March 24, 86, Monday, 5:11 p.m. Later on, I want to call Yolanda. I found out who came to my house Friday night looking for me after I had left with Julian. It was Mike. He got his driver's license. I also got an idea. Matt is dating a girl, she goes by Christine. He has wanted me to double with him, so I decided that I will make him a proposition. If I can go with Alicia, then it is a deal. Christine says she knows Alicia, so it might work. Now on the more serious side. The economy is pretty good right now. Gas prices are down. This is good even if it does hurt Louisiana's economy. My world history teacher has predicted gas and prices up more than 50 cents in 2 years. I learned a pretty sobering fact today. An acquaintance of mine had a really tragic incident happen. His father suddenly died Saturday night of a heart attack. His father was only 47 but died quietly as he watched television. Chris learned about it when he got home from a date Saturday night. It is really sad. Chris is a really good guy. The only consolation is that his father left the family in good financial shape. I found out that Libyans shot at our planes today. That led to us kicking up on them. We sunk a ship and destroyed some missile silos. 9:29 p.m. I just called Yolanda. She was nice and all, but I really don't understand her at all, and I guess I should not try to figure her out. She said she went to the dance Mercy had. She also said that she is going to Florida. She said they tried to talk my mother into letting me go, but she would not concede. That figures my mother did not tell me anything. March 25, 86, Tuesday, lots of tests are scheduled for tomorrow because of the holidays coming up. The whole LSU crowd is in town right now. Most are leaving for Florida though. Today Jeff told me Missy's name. March 29, 86, yesterday was Friday, my first day of spring break. I cut the grass across the street and then Mike came over and we went shopping since he can drive now. Then last night I went out with Kevin and Tim. They were asking me where to go. They think that I know where all the party spots are. We went to the Metro but nobody was there, so we decided to go to Ms. Maison Magazine. They never card. Nothing there, and I was not too impressed by the place, so we decided to go back to the Metro, get drinks and go see if anyone was at Uptown Square. Well, I got into the Metro with no sweat and got my bourbon and 7. Then we found no one at Uptown Square, so we decided to go back to the Metro and get wasted. When we went back though, they were carding. So then we went to a Texaco in Metairie and got buzzed off of Bartoless and James. Kevin was really funny. Especially after the two of us finished off 8 Bartles. Tim has a Honda Accord and it is so awesome. It rides great, has good stereo. It has great acceleration and does 130. It was sort of a fun night, but there was nothing to do since everybody is in Florida. 10:26 p.m. I have been able to watch a little TV lately. My favorite show is Cheers. I like Remington Steele also. Sometimes I can see me and Yolanda when I watch Steele and Laura Holt. Today I bought my saddle Oxfords. They are base but don't have the tag. March 31st, 86 Monday 5:11 p.m. I have not written in a while. I have been really busy. Saturday I went for a really long bike ride. I did not go out that night either. Sunday, Easter Sunday, we went out with some family friends. Our two families always go out to eat on Easter Sunday. Then we went to Audubon Park and after went back to their house. There I got to watch The Breakfast Club on tape. Last night Julian came over because he was bored. We went to an arcade. It's been a long time since I have played video games. After we went riding around. This morning I had to ride my bike to track practice, then when I got home I got real busy. Uncle Gene was on the phone, he wanted me to cut most of his grass today. Julian was over because he wanted me to go out and eat with him and his mother. I was also trying to get in touch with Matt. I ended up just going to work in Uncle Gene's yard and making some money there. When I was there, Laura had a friend over who was really gorgeous. Her name is Katie. And had a friend over who likes me, but N's friend are pits. Tonight Yolanda gets back. Julian's mother is getting a new car. A Mercedes 3000 Turbo. Today Matt was at track. He has been saying that we are going to double one day and I am going to go with Alicia, but I am starting to think he might really mess that up. I am also working on going out with a girl we met last Thursday. Yesterday Mary called me, she was in town for Easter. Well, I have tried to make that all as brief as possible, but it sure ain't easy. Now that is good grammar. April 1986, April 1st, 86, Tuesday 1:45 a.m. I got a little sun today. I got an OK 10. I have a meet today. Last night I got to see Julian's mother's new car. It is a nice Mercedes. I have been bored lately. I am trying to work out something for this weekend. I want to take Yolanda out. By the way, oil is down to $10 a barrel. The weather is beautiful today. Perfect tanning weather, but I do not want to overdo it and get burnt. I hate to say it, but I am getting sick of the smell of suntan lotion. I have been using Coppertone Quick Tan. 6:44 p.m. I ran in the meet today and took first place with no problem. I had no competition however, so my time was off. I ran about a 2:14. Coach wanted me to run about a 2:07. I proved to myself that I can win JV district. I just wonder who is going to surprise me and run JV district that did not run today. The song If You Leave from Pretty in Pink by OMD is getting big. I always think of Missy when I hear that song. April 2nd, 86, Wednesday 8:46 a.m. That gets me mad. Yesterday I used the wrong tanning lotion. QT is for fair skin people and now my hands are sort of orange looking. That is because the stupid stuff had dye in it. There is no way to get it out. It has to fade. 4:53 p.m. today Tony, Mike, Julian, and me went to Lakeside. I saw 4 nice looking girls but I did not have the guts to go up to them. Tony drove so it was still sort of fun. I hate myself for not having guts though. 10:06 p.m. I just biked to Mike. He said after Tony dropped me off he started being really fruit to Julian. It must have been funny. I hate to say it but it really must have been funny considering how much Tony has been on Julian's case. Mike told me I have a good rep. He also said that it is not that good to be seen with Julian. I do not much value Mike's opinion though, so I don't think the rep business is a real compliment. It has now become obvious Julian was being used by Tony. Mike also told me I have a really dark tan and it looks different. I wonder what that means. I guess most people don't realize I have an olive complexion till they see me tan. Tonight I have been getting a whole bunch of stations on my stereo that I usually do not get. For instance, WFMF from Baton Rouge, which I really like but usually can't get. My dad has been working some nights. The atmospheric conditions are just such that you receive out-of-town stations clearly. He said if I had an outdoor antenna I could get those stations all the time. Well, speaking of radio, Madonna has another big hit. The song is If I Live to Tell. Madonna has changed since she married Mike Penn, but she is still great. I forget one thing, Mike said Julian thinks I am using him. April 3, 86 Thursday 5:44 p.m. After track practice today I spent some time at my grandmother's. While there I took a walk to Massey's and bought a Red Sox cap. This morning Tim called. I told him I was going to my grandmother's. Coming home I was with my dad and of course I saw girls all over the place. That is so typical. If I am with friends we can never find girls, but when I am with parents the girls are all over. April 4, 86 Friday 2:11 p.m. Just my luck, Tim was on this side of the river. He gave me a call but I was outside and did not hear the phone. I could have gone out instead of being bored here, or I should say here. 6:51 p.m. I just got back from a track meet. I saw Scott King there. He told me about a bar uptown that does not card. It is called Benny's on Valence. He also told me he said Yolanda used to date Frank. That really changes my view of Yolanda. Why would she scrape the bottom of the barrel? I guess I misjudged her. Scott also told me that the Browns moved to Old Metairie. I saw their house was for sale but had not realized they already moved. One good thing happened at the meet. Once again I got some respect from one of the real athletes. I talked to one of our serious football stars for a while. He got a scholarship to a Big Ten school as a tight end. Saturday 6:35 p.m. Tonight I am going with Tim and we are taking Julian, John, and one of Johnny's cousins. I had planned on asking Yolanda to go out with us and bring Sandra and it would be like a double date, but she already had plans. I still wonder if Yolanda likes me. I have found out Tony and Mike dislike me almost as much as they dislike Julian. I guess I do not really care however. Tim did not want Matt to come with us tonight. I guess he does not like Matt. I think tonight we will all go to a party and then to Benny's. I am really glad that I have a good rep around Tim. He thinks I know all the party spots. He said he talked to a girl who gave him a good word on MS Moss Place. I knew that was a good spot. I have decided I like my Red Sox cap. I wore it shopping today and some girl said she liked it. I like compliments from strangers. I bought a great Madras bathing suit. Well, not Madras but plaid. 46 to 86 Saturday 10:42 p.m. The spring break ends today. Last night was not too much fun. Mike Friedman's party was not really kicking. The only good thing about it was the part that we went to the metro and once again I was able to get in. Nobody else got in though, so I just ordered a drink and left. I also found out how to get to the fly. When I was at the metro I saw Billy. He has a really fine GF. We could not find Benny's last night. At the party I was talking to a girl who knows Missy. She said she would tell Missy hi for me. She also said Missy is from Ohio. I was just thinking I want to start hanging out at the metro next time I go. I am taking Scott. I just hope he looks old enough and they let him in. Tim does not really look old enough. I do not think he could get in. Julian just called. We are bored so we have a good idea. I suggested we play golf so he is coming over. 8:15 p.m. I do not like golf, it is boring. I went to SEO tonight and I saw Melinda at church. I found out the Bahamas trip is in June and is about $300. My parents told me I cannot go however. So we went round and round over it.my mother said I cannot be trusted. She said people have seen me at places like bars on Broadway. Only one could have found that out. It was Mrs. Kathy. My mother also said someone saw me driving Julian's car. Once again Mrs. Kathy has been informing my mother. I guess she won't let Yolanda go out with me. Tuesday 9:02 p.m. I was really busy yesterday. I had to do a hurry-up mythology project for English. Today I called Missy Bender. She said she did not remember me. Then she was being really nice and told me to call back in a half of an hour. Well, I called her back and she told me to call her back later or something because she was studying. I got the picture. I guess I must have seemed weird to her. The only good thing about today is that Alicia does not like Matt either. He tried to get friendly with her but was not too lucky at it. I guess that should reassure me that I am not the only one with problems. Wednesday 9:34 p.m. Another day at the workplace, school. I have to call Scott soon to see about this weekend. Tim and Kevin just dropped by. They are really funny. They were doing a report over at Kevin's house and were trying to get away for a little while. They, like so many others, commented on how neat my room is. Today I talked to one coach, the weight training coach. There might be a chance that I could power lift for my high school. He talked to me for a while and said to just keep training and in the fall I can start working with the rest of the football team. He also said that I was not really built like a distance runner. This all started because a senior asked me if I was a sophomore. He said I was pretty big for a sophomore and should talk to coach about lifting. I have Melinda on my mind again. My biggest desire is to take her to homecoming next year. Right now I am getting really fed up with my parents. They are too much into my business. April 10th, 86 Thursday 8:47 p.m. Just now I had a really good talk with my dad. I was really impressed we were able to sit down and talk over the problem. One of the best conversations I have ever had. I told him I would not drink anymore and he was willing to trust me. I can swear that had I left the table at that moment I would not have anything to drink again. I was honestly a person with a good and new realization that I could stop drinking. If not for myself, just so I could get my parents off of my back, run better, have a better complexion and be ready for when I start driving. I was really glad they were going to trust me. My stepmother had to mess it up, however. She wanted the name, address and phone number of whose party I was going to. Now that to me is not trust. I tried to talk to her like I talked to my dad, but she became irrational. I lost my cool and told her to shut up. She slapped me and blew it all. Now I was grounded for the weekend and now I do not have a chance to prove myself I can do it. I was really ready to go and scoff at the other drunk people while I stayed sober. Now I will have to wait. I will not give up, however. I won't drink anymore. And when the smoke clears and I have their trust, one will politely tell her I am mad at her for not trusting me and will come straight to this entry. Had she trusted me, not only would the drinking have stopped but we might have started getting along. She blew it, however. She wanted me to be punished and got angry when I was able to rationalize with my dad. She does not like me. I will be honest too, I do not like my dad or my sister either, but I want to be able to get along with them. The key now is to play it cool the whole weekend so I can get back at her later. I will have to ignore her attempts to get me in an argument. I have to remember that I can come out a winner. Sunday 8:39 p.m. I made it through the weekend even though I was grounded. I had to run Saturday in the Jesuit race and really messed up. I ran about 215. I had to get the dog, Monday, vaccinated. Today. Then I went to sell raffle tickets for the fair. I went to Yolanda's, Cassie was there. That girl is too much of a snob for even me, the lover of all snobs. I want to start ignoring Yolanda. I like her more than I wanted to and I don't want to fall into her lap. Today I looked in her eyes and almost could see a little bit of love. I do not like to be deceived like that. Girls are great at misleading people like me. By the way, I use the word very loosely when I say, love. I do not like to be deceived like that. Selling tickets, I saw Michelle today. She lives down the street and is freshman. She is really good looking. I wished I had seen Melinda today. I just thought of my workouts for this summer. Every week, at least 3 days a week, I will put on my swimsuit, run to the weight room at the Y, swim, then run home. I just taped Phil Collins Into the Night. That song is great. All his songs are. April 14, 86 Monday 7:20 p.m. After school today I got my dad to take me to Metri Playground so I could run. JV District prelims are Wednesday. As usual, since I was with my dad in that thing he calls a car, I saw all sorts of nice girls. They even had 2 girls at the track. I will not get friendly with a girl with my dad around. However, coming home I saw Yolanda. She was in her car and looked really good. She is so sweet. She gave me a big smile and cute little wave. I found out on the 6 o'clock news that Reagan initiated airstrikes against Libya. They bombed a base in Tripoli. Wheelus Air Base, the one my dad was once stationed at. They also hit Kadafi, headquarters, and a base in Benghazi. We have not learned all the details yet. The funniest thing I have heard tonight was a comment made by a CNN reporter who said that it was often believed Libyan pilots are afraid to fly at night. I have a new saying. Do not complain, because all you can do is convince yourself you have something worth complaining about. April 15, 85 Tuesday 5:31 p.m. I just decided that I definitely know what I want to do after high school. I want to go to Florida State and get a DG in business, then I can either go to law school or join the Air Force to be a pilot. I want a Supra before graduating. And I also want Melinda to go to Florida. Yesterday I was glad to answer as a straight arrow. They asked me if I like sluts or nice girls. I replied with pride, nice girls. 8:02 p.m. Now I am doing homework and listening to Phil Collins. For some reason, Into the Night is a song that inspires me to win my meet tomorrow. I feel like winning a big race and I get my chance tomorrow. If I get a good time tomorrow I might get a shot at varsity district. I want to break a 210 tomorrow. Doing my homework, I found a quote from my vocabulary book that I like. It says a teenager's attempts to win peer approval and parental approval may make him feel he is steering a course between Scylla and Charybdis. My legs were a little sore today, so I am icing them down, and it has helped a lot. Last time I iced my legs down was the night before the Hanville practice meet. No, I take that back, it was before the state indoor meet. Oh well, I guess I cannot contribute my success to that. I am just remembering one of the reasons I ran well in Hanville was because I was mad that day. I always run better angry. April 14, 86 Thursday 10:10 p.m. Today has been really interesting day. I have been reading about imperialism in history and we covered Africa, India, and Asia. Usually I dislike the study of Africa or Eastern culture, but I have found it interesting. Especially the part about China. I would love to be able to show the world to Melinda. Tour endlessly. Anyway, I took an interest inventory today. It compares my interests to those of various professionals and it was interesting. I have the most in common with business professionals. I guess that stands to reason. But I was surprised that I did not have many interests in common with people in the sciences. I heard something really weird today. Not long ago a Pan Am plane landed belly up. The landing gear malfunctioned. Well, I did a little research and found out that the plane had a clipper name of Challenger. Well, tomorrow is JV District. I had better place better than third. That is what I placed last night and I was not happy. April 18, 86 Friday 10:26 p.m. I ran in the JV meet tonight. I placed third in the district for the 800 m. I ran a much better race strategically. I also got to know my competition a little better. The mile relay was not too good, however. We finished dead last. I was the last leg and they gave me the stick and I was able to pull us up 2 spots, but then lost it as it ended up our mile relay team finished last, but overall we won the meet. I was under a lot of pressure. Before I ran in the relay they were telling me that my race might decide the winner of the meet overall. Well, it did not turn out that way, but it was quite a thought. I learned that I like working under pressure. April 19, 86 Sunday 10:53 p.m. I have decided that I had better start writing more of the negative aspects of my life in this book. After all, the purpose of my life in this book is to never forget my days of youth, and since most of my lessons will be learned, though the things which have a negative influence I had better write it down. I do not want to look back and say gee everything was good back then, because that would be bull. Right now my biggest problem is that my parents are much too overprotective. I want to remember this when I am a parent. Oftentimes parents look back on their own childhood as being all good and they expect their children to live in a Cinderella land. I want to remember the good as well as the bad. I want to know that I did not get along with my parents and I should expect my kids to get along with me. I sure hope I have enough sense to let my kids learn from their mistakes. And I don't know, sometimes I get tired of trying to figure out psychological bull can be mentally draining in itself. January 27, 86 Monday 9:04 p.m. I have to get my act together. I have been wasting too much time. Spring training starts Monday, so I will be even busier and more tired then. Tuesday 9:09 p.m. more tests tomorrow. And a busy weekend ahead. I will be at the varsity district meet Friday to show team support. Then Saturday I have a banquet for the Honor Society. Then Sunday I have a mass where I get inducted into the Honor Society. Matt number 2 just called. He told me that his girlfriend Christine hears Sandra and Yolanda talking about me. Sandra asked Christine to ask Yolanda if it was true I like her. So I guess it is safe to assume Yolanda likes me. She would not if she saw me now. My face is starting to break out. Well, anyway, if she does like me, I wish she would make it a little more apparent. I am not worried though. Melinda is all I need. Though Matt's conversation, I did find one thing out. His girlfriend, Christine, is not really in Yolanda's group or Alicia's especially, so I cannot use her as an inside source. Well, spring training starts Monday. April 23, 86 Wednesday 9:10 p.m. I just got back from watching varsity prelims. We did pretty well. We have some pretty good athletes and they are good people too. I am psyched up now. I really want to train this summer and have my best year next season. I saw my competition today. A kid from another school named Fitzgerald, who is a sophomore and a really good half-miler. I have to get better than him, but it will be tough. He beat me in JV district. I was really glad Sanford won tonight. He ran a 49-second quarter mile. He is really a good guy. Ward did well also. He is some athlete. At the YMCA I was reading a running magazine, Southern. I read an ad for Oni road race I am very interested in. It is the Greek Festival Olympic Run that is held on May 23. Thursday 10:41 p.m. Kevin and Tim came over today. I was just thinking next week at this time I will know for sure if football is really a part of my future. Friday I went to the varsity district meet tonight. We lost for the first time in 3 years, but the meet is in protest. They disqualified some of our runners for very foolish reasons. On the lighter side, I think Chance Miller's girlfriend sort of likes me. I caught her looking right at me quite a few times. I really do not care because I am not the type to go after another guy's girl, but it is a nice compliment and I need confidence builders. April 26, 86 Saturday 6:45 p.m. Today I was with Julian and we saw Melinda. We were going to Lakeside and she was in front of her house. I was like a fool and did not even wave. 1:10 p.m. I just got home and set the clock ahead 1 hour. Daylight savings time starts tonight. Anyway, I had a banquet for the Honor Society tonight. After Julian and I went out. While I was waiting for him to come over, Tim and Johnny showed up. They said they would follow us to the party on Alphonse. Well, on the way there were some guys in an old station wagon and they started giving us trouble and following us around like an ass. I got really mad and lost my head. I convinced Julian to let us stop and I got out to settle things. Julian, Tim, and the rest stayed in the car. I was too naive to realize they were not going to fight clean, so all 5 came after me. At any rate, I was in trouble. They started pushing, then one guy swung and missed. I turned my back to him, then came back and landed a good hit on his neck. Then two came at me and once again I put my back to them to gain some ground and came back swinging. Well, they got me from behind and three put me on the ground. I fought like hell to get up, but once up they kept coming. One pulled my shirt and had it almost off of me. The shirt was over my head and I could not see anything. They were all around me though. Just then one landed a punch on my back. Still unable to see, I took a really hard swing and hit somebody really hard. Pulling my shirt down, I started to run. I saw Tim's car and ran towards it but lost my shoe. I lost my shoe and stopped to get it. One of the guys started being cool. He said, "Forget your shoe and get out of here, those guys are crazy." Well, I got my shoe and started back for Tim's car. Just then I heard one of them scream, "You busted my friend's head." They all came at me like madmen. I made it to Tim's car though and we took off. We went to TJ Quill uptown for a while so could cool off. Well, I must say I regret having acted so rash. I think I will do my utmost to avoid fights from here on out. It really is not worth it. I think I will forget the whole thing and not tell anybody. You know, I have always had this fantasy that Melinda would start going steady with me and one day someone would try to hurt her and I would kill them with my bare hands. Well, I have decided I hate fighting. She is the only thing I would fight over. Never again do I want to get in a fight like that. I really feel bad. I must have busted that guy's head good because I got a blood spot on my pants leg and it was not my blood. I came out unscathed. April 27, 86 Sunday, 9:23 p.m. I took it easy today. I think I will take Yolanda out next weekend. This will most probably be the last time before I start to concentrate my attempts on JLL. I will give Yolanda one last chance. If she pisses me off again, then I can forget it. I might even tell her off, but I do not want to do that until I find out if Melinda likes me. I have been listening to the Pretty in Pink soundtrack all day today. It has great songs. I have also been reading The Catcher in the Rye. I think Yolanda, Sandra, Tim, and me will double this week. Wednesday 8:52 p.m. Oh well, I am 2 days behind. It is really the 30th anyway. I have been really busy this week. Since football started I do not get home until about 6:30. Today we practiced in shorts and shoulder pads. It was pretty fun, believe it or not. I am just a little bruised. Coach was pretty cool, but I have a lot of work to do. I am going to have to learn a lot if I ever want to start. The Russians really screwed up big time. They had a nuclear meltdown. The fools have endangered other countries through their stupidity. I called Yolanda today and as usual she is busy this Friday. Another neighbor is having a surprise party. Well, I have more homework. Oh, I just found out how to do conference calling. You dial 1176. Thursday 9:07 p.m. Tomorrow I do not have classes because we will be scheduling. Today they changed my position to defensive end. If I really work I will start there as a senior. It will be a tougher position, but they need new ends more than backs. Most people think you have to be really big to play end, but as long as you are strong and quick it does not matter. For instance, Jeff is not much taller than me but is just really built and quick, so he is a starter at end. I am really enjoying football. It is great. Today I took the RTA bus home. I really just did it to learn which buses to take. If I ever have to, Jeff who plays football showed me which buses to take. If I ever have to. Today Matt number 2 was telling me how they are always talking about me at his GF high school. I will not tell Matt this, but I have the feeling Yolanda and her friends look down at Christine. I do not know why, since she seemed nice when I met her, but I guess Yolanda, Alicia, and Sandra are above Christine. May 1986 Saturday 12:28 p.m. I had practice this morning. Last night I went to a dance. I met and danced with a girl I really like. Her name is Monica. She was really pretty. She is kind of short, she has long straight brown hair, blue eyes, and is really nice. Her friend knew me from St. Angela. I danced with a girl from Cabrini named Margot, but I think she only danced with me because her friend likes Todd and I am one of his friends. I want to write something that I heard because it is all too true. When you grow up your heart dies. That is a shame but all too often true. 12 a.m. Too bad it is so late because I am really in a writing mood. Right now a song that Monica and I danced to. I pray to God I meet her again. Sometime. I remember THH song, it is called Different Corner. Tonight me and Julian went out with Tim and some of his friends. Tim is pretty cool. Him and his friend were with girls and Julian and I just tagged along. It was sort of fun. We went to Tim's mother's house and played quarters. May 6th, 86 Tuesday 6:38 p.m. Sunday I went to the school fair. They had a lot of girls there. By the way, some of the dates in May have been off because I forgot to reset my watch. I just got back from football. I got a little beat up but all superficial wounds. I enjoy being on the team. Most of the people on the team are pretty cool. Today I got a ride home with Scott. He plays first string defense. May 7th, 86 Thursday 10:30 p.m. I finished The Catcher in the Rye. It is a great book. Well, I successfully gave up television in 8th grade and now I might have to give up weekly telephone calls. They really take up a lot of my study time. Saturday 4:49 p.m. The dance was not too great last night. I only danced with one girl. This girl Lori. She had a pretty face but was not as skinny as I like girls. Some girl kept telling me how cute I was but she was too plain looking. I saw Monica. She said hi but was with some guy the whole night. Tonight is the spring activities banquet and I have to go for track. After Kevin and I are going to a Sweet 16 party at the Ramada on Canal Street. We are going to meet our dates there. Kevin will be with Margot and I will be there with Lynette. I had never met her but they tell me she is really cute. The funny thing is she lives on Alphonse and if it is the house I think it is then it is really weird. There is a house on Alphonse I have always liked and I think that is where she lives. If so she is really rich. I used to pass the house when riding my bike to my aunt's house. It is right by the levee. Sunday 10:15 a.m. The Sweet 16 last night was great. I left the banquet with Billy, Kevin, Frank, and Mark. I saw a lot of people there that I knew. I saw Cassie and she asked me where Yolanda is. I just said, I do not know. Why, the Ramada is a really nice place. Well, that girl Lynette turned out to be kind of unattractive. I do not really care where she lives. It did not matter however, because I just told her hi and went off with Kevin and the others. I saw Anne, Missy, and Marcy. Marcy came home with us because she likes Mark. After we went to the Intercontinental and it was slowing down there but was still pretty good. In the ballroom the Top Cats were playing. They are really good, they played something from Squeeze that was great. What I liked about the party was that everyone there was classy. May 16th, 86 Friday 10:22 p.m, I had my last day of classes today. Tomorrow we scrimmage Carver. I have to be at school for 8 so I did not go out tonight. Julian stopped by though. He was with Tim. Tim is cool. For once Julian has a friend who is not a jerk like Bobby. Next time I talk to Julian I have to tell him some things. Firstly, he has been trying to have more confidence, which is fine, but he better watch his bragging. That is one thing everybody gets tired of. I have been reading a great book. I think I told you about The Catcher in the Rye. There are some really good movies out now like Top Gun, Sweet Liberty, and Poltergeist 2. I would like to take Yolanda to the latter too. Saturday 6:01 p.m. I got to play a little bit in the scrimmage today. It was great. I remember watching the guy who plays in front of me get hurt and Coach Mathern told me to go in and rotate every 3 plays. I made some mistakes but I will learn. Monday 4:17 p.m. Saturday night I went to a dance, it was okay. Sunday I went to the Kodak Liberty Festival concert. Huey Lewis and the News and Hally and Oates played. After I saw Top Gun. It was a pretty busy Sunday. I spent most of today studying for exams. I do not have any exams tomorrow, but I have to go and turn my football equipment in. I sure like the jersey I got. Tuesday 9:12 p.m. I will make it quick today. Firstly, I turned in my equipment today. My parents have been looking at cars and it sounds like they are pretty close to buying. They might even keep the old Oldsmobile for me to cruise around in. I got a letter from Mary today and I just talked to Yolanda. May 22nd, 86 Thursday 10:04 p.m. Tomorrow is my last day of school. I hope I am not speaking too soon, but things have been pretty good financially in this family lately. Right now the Red Sox are awesome. Their two pitchers Clemens and Hurst are the best in both leagues with over 70 strikeouts each. Their two best hitters Boggs and Rice are hot now too. Monday 1:24 p.m. Summer has started off okay. I still do not have my driver's license, which makes me mad. Last night I saw a really good movie, Brazil. I have been to the YMCA pretty often. They have some nice looknig girls there. Saturday I saw this girl from the Y named Megan at a party. She is really nice looking but was not too talkative. I think she likes Matt. I do not understand what girls see in him. Thursday 9:25 p.m. I have not been writing much lately. I spent all day today at my uncle's cutting grass. I take that back, working in the yard. I made $50. He had lots of banana trees that had to be cut and piled on the compost pile. It took all day. He gave me 50 ones. I like going over there. My aunt is really down to earth. She understands teenagers. She knows her kids sometimes go to bars, but she lets them as long as they stay out of trouble. She says you can get in trouble anywhere, even in church. It just depends on the person. If you are a good person, it is all right. And when she feels her kids are not acting properly, then she disciplines them. But she gives them growing room to make mistakes and learn. I guess I do not write enough about my family. My uncle is my dad's eldest and only brother. They have a nice big house with pool. They have 5 kids. They are all very diversified. Gina is married and a newspaper reporter for the Metairie Guide. She went to high school, then Loyola, then George Washington University, and then when she met her husband graduated from Mississippi Southern. I must look up my eldest male cousin. He graduated tops in electrical engineering. He now has a good high-paying job for Texas Instruments in Dallas. He is in pretty good shape and does a lot of karate. His only brother is at the University of Michigan. Yesterday I was at my grandfather's. Today my mother's aunts are over. They are like grandmothers to me. My mother lived with her aunt after her father died. Her father died after her mother had left them, so she lived with her aunts. She was married to my uncle, who died a couple of years ago after a long-term paralysis. My nanny always lived with them since she never married. So I have a complex family. I also have a lot of family in Chicago. I do know that my grandparents in Chicago died shortly after my mother. I was getting along really well with my sister today. She is a cute little kid but gets on my nerves a lot. Tonight we sat there and looked through each other's yearbooks. May 30th, 86, 1:02 a.m. Tonight I double dated with Julian. It was a blind date for me. I did it mostly as a favor. The girl Julian took out cannot go on single dates until 16. She has to take a friend her parents know. Julian's date was Renee. She is pretty nice but a little too giggly, and I was not crazy over how she dressed. Julian had a great time though, so I am glad. Him and Renee are a match made in heaven. We saw Poltergeist too. I almost flipped. Claire told me Janet is a model for Gucci. She has a portfolio and all. I should not have been so mean to her. Just imagine I took a Gucci model to homecoming. Too bad both of us looked like we did not want to be there in the picture. Well, right now I can honestly say Julian is my best friend, but at times I get so aggravated with him. Tonight after dropping off the dates off, the song from Top Gun came on and he drove madly. He went through the lakeside parking lot, flying up the ramps, screeching around corners and darting between support beams. All this with tires smoking and rubber burning. Tomorrow we are supposed to go to Gentry Uptown. He leaves for Europe Sunday and will be there a month. Yolanda left for Florida today. Sometimes I hate Yolanda. I do not know why I have such a mean streak. I saw Melinda today, I love her. May 31st, 86 Saturday 3:51 p.m. I am so excited. I know I should temper my anxiety, but my dad said he would buy me a Volkswagen Rabbit I saw in the paper. It is 1,300 with air, M/FM, sunroof, and 50R 4-speed. I would love a car like that. And he would wait until October to buy a Buick for himself. June 1986 Monday 4:20 p.m. There was just a little incident that has pissed me off to the point of no end. I am going to conatrol myself, however. It has just opened everything up to me though. I have a hell of a lot to write and will not get to all of it now, but we'll start. I honestly believe my mother needs lots of professional help. She is so hard to deal with. All day today I sat around and did nothing. I have been going crazy. My dad seriously has been considering buying me a car. We looked at it yesterday and the price was right. My dad said he would go look at it again after work. Well, my little sister got home and went outside to play. I went out there and she asked me to pitch the ball to her so I could have her kick it. Well, we started fighting, so I just took my tennis ball and started playing with the dog. Well, Beth had to start bugging me. I start fighting with my mother and of course she took my sister's side. Then she wet me with the hose because she was mad. Well, just then my dad got home. That might have ruined my chances for a car. May 4th, 86 Wednesday 2:04 p.m. I have given up on getting a car. I will be happy just with my darn license. I cannot get a job anywhere and I am getting very pissed off. I better get my gosh darn license this summer. Lately I have been sitting around the house on my darn lazy butt. I will not do that again this year. I hate lazy summers. I have got to get out of the house. It is driving me crazy. At least I have a Disney World trip coming up. When I get back I want to see a movie called Legal Eagles. This is weird. For the first time in a long time I can remember a dream I had last night. I was given a chance to fly to Russia on an F-111. Once there, however, I was not allowed to leave. But I said the hell with it and escaped and came home. Once back in the US, however, I found out that I was not allowed to escape. I had to wait for the government to free the many who were being held by the Russians. If I did not return I would never be able to become an Air Force pilot. I only remember it vaguely. I remember leaving either to go home or back and telling the people around me bye. I said, you know I will be killed, don't you? IWLL never make it back, the Russians will kill me. Thursday 4:14 p.m. No luck job hunting, but I got another grass job. That will bring in an extra 12 per week. My mom bought me a pretty nice Gantt shirt today for Disney World. I saw some great looking faded Calvin Klein jeans I have to get. I never wear my other ones, I hate them. My sister has some nice Calvins, but mine have too many flash stitches. I like plain jeans like Gerbod. I have heard that no one has had luck getting a job. I ought to take a life-saving class this summer and be a lifeguard next summer. After Disney World I am going to put up a big fight over my license. I found out my dad had his license at 15 and never worked. I tell him he ought to put himself in my shoes for a change. I hate my haircut. I wanted my hair to look good in Disney World. It is too short on the top. I like it around an inch longer than the rest on the top and front. Sunday 9:30 p.m. This has been a pretty crummy weekend. Friday I went out with Kevin and Tim. We went to Canal Villiers and bought a bottle of Everclear and a bottle of peppermint schnapps. We stopped by this girl's house but she was punished, so we left. I ended up drinking the whole bottle of peppermint schnapps, to say the least. I was devastated. I was very drunk. I was going to sleep over at Kevin's, but when I called my dad said he would come pick me up. Well, I don't remember anything once I got in the car. My parents said I almost died though. I went crazy and was totally uncontrollable. They say I insulted everyone I knew and used every word in the book. I do not remember it. But I truly wanted to die. My parents had to call a neighbor to come over and give me a shot to put me out. I still have the bruise on my arm. As a matter of fact, my parents said I could hardly move after a while and was like 140 pounds of jello. My mother said my eyes rolled back in my head. I must have been pretty loud that night. I wonder if any neighbors heard me? I know the Smiths know about it. Yolanda must think I am very weird. I was doing work around the neighborhood today and saw her a couple of times but was too embarrassed to look at her much. The other day I saw a great car in a magazine. It is the BMW M1 June 16, 86 Monday 5:04 p.m. I will write about Disney World later. But now I have something else on my mind. I just called Yolanda and asked her to a movie Friday. She does not know if she can go yet. She might be going on a double date with Alicia. I am just glad she is being honest with me. That is all that matters. Tuesday 4:02 p.m, today I cut my uncle's grass and went swimming. Yesterday we got the pictures from Disney World developed and they look great. I got a postcard from Julian in Budapest and it sounds like he is having fun. I did write much about Disney World but it was great. I love Epcot and the World Showcase. The Living Seas exhibit presented by United Technologies even made me consider a career in oceanography. On the trip to Orlando we stopped in Tallahassee and I saw Florida State University. The town is nice but the campus is a little small. I think I rather the University of Florida in Gainesville. I got a shirt from there but did not see much of the campus. I bought a lot of stuff in Disney World. For instance, I got a Scotch plaid tie of the Royal Stuart tartan from the UK exhibit. Thursday 10:53 p.m. I just talked to Yolanda. I know you have heard that story before. Well, she said she cannot go to a movie tomorrow night. That is at least the second time she has had to turn down an offer to go to a movie. I asked her out about a month ago, I think. Anyway, I should be really pissed off and I think anyone else would have lost their patience by now. For some reason, however, after talking to her I am not too mad. What gets me is that I know she is going on a double date with Alicia, however, yet I still have not blown up. I did find one thing out, though. I tried to get in touch with her a few times this week but she was never home. I found out she had to do a lot of babysitting for Danny this weekend, or I should say this week. Saturday 7:34 p.m. I am writing this so I do not forget. I have over $50 hidden in a red book on my top shelf on my desk. 12:13 a.m. tonight Tim Lombardo called me to see if I wanted to go to a party on Cowanee and Harvard. I was glad to go just to get out of the house but he said Steven was going. He brought another friend named Mike. I did not think it would be much fun but it turned out okay. At the party I saw Missy. I did not say anything to her. Well, soon the party was broken up and we went to Kent Street. Tim let someone talk him into giving someone a lawn job. Well, while power braking a lawn, Tim's car stalled. We had to push it 2 blocks and put more antifreeze in it to cool it off and get it to start. In the meantime Steven went to his house to get his car so we could split up. At MC Donald's I saw a pretty girl named Megan that I always see at the Y and saw at this girl Karen's house. I did not talk to her either. Tim met someone and we lost the other 2 so it turned out okay. I even saw Tony and Mike at McDonald's, and at Lakeside I saw Amy. We were at Lakeside because Frankie and the other one wanted to go there. Tomorrow Matt and maybe Tim are sleeping over. We will go to the YMCA. Monday 9:18 p.m. I should have known when I invited Matt over that I was in for some fun. Matt and Tim can always find something to do. Anyway, they came over Sunday evening and Tim took us to the YMCA. We played a little basketball, worked out and played volleyball with some girls that wanted to get a game up. After I went for a quick swim. We came back to my house and watched 16 Candles. After it was over we wanted to go somewhere, so Matt called some girls he knew. They said they would come pick us up. I only thought one was cute, Michelle. The other two, Margot and Amy, I did not like too much. The six of us just went to TJ's but did not stay too long since one of the girls had to be home for 11. I sat in the front with Michelle the whole time. When we got home Tim called his girl Margot, the one who got me invited to the Sweet 16. We talked to her from 11 until 3. She is really nice. The next morning, today, she brought us to the YMCA and watched us play racquetball. She had to go pick up a friend, though, so she left and we stayed for some basketball and swimming. When we got home she came and picked us up. We went with her to drop her dog off at the vet, then we went to Wendy's. She had her friend Tammy, who I really like. After we all came to my house and watched 16 Candles, Cassie Nolan saw Margot and Tammy over here, so I hope she told Yolanda. While they were over here Mrs. Kathy also came over, saw that was good. Both girls we were with the last 2 days were great drivers. I love the way they both drive. Margot does 55 on West Esplanade. After I got back from weightlifting today I watched the movie again, 16 Candles. I just called Michelle. I made a fool of myself on the phone, but she was very sweet. She is 17, though. I guess it was a mistake to tell her I am 15 when she asked. Oh well, I get my license tomorrow. Oh, and I almost forgot. I got Matt to prank call Vanessa. And she told him all the bug hangouts. She told us to go to Aces on Friday night. It is on Magazine. She said to Magazine to downtown until you see a do not enter sign, then go left to the playground. She told us to go to Cafe Banquet on Thursday and TJS on Tuesday. 1:44 p.m. I got my license today, but I can only drive my dad's car. He has it at work right now. I cut my uncle's grass today. Tim said I could go play racquetball with him and Kevin this morning, but I had to get that grass cut. 5:10 p.m. I am almost ready to take the car out by myself for the first time. I am going to take Dad's car. I thank God this day has finally come. Today I talked to Brian and we might double date sometime soon. I am going to ask Michelle. I really like Michelle. Yolanda has not called me yet this week. She said she would. 843, no problem driving the car. I will get it all day tomorrow. Well, what a classic. That girl Michelle was not the one driving Sunday night. Amy is the one I like. At least Matt set me straight and gave me Amy's number. I really like Amy. I am tired of Michelle. 10:09 p.m. I am so mad. Take My Breath Away by Berlin just made the top 10 at 10. I was hoping that would be a song only I knew of for a while. Well, at least I know about Wild Blue Fire with Fire. June 27, 86 Friday 5:20 p.m. This has not been such a great day, but I will say this. I just talked to Yolanda and I was proud of myself. I really had my act together. That was a nice smooth conversation. Too bad it was not that good talking to Amy. She told me she cannot go out with me Sunday. She is working. They are taking inventory. 7:07 p.m. Melinda had some guy going to her house tonight. I do not think it was one of her brother's friends. I guess she is taken. My mother lost her teaching job today. The school closed. Saturday 6:14 p.m. Today has been very aggravating. I spent the morning working around the house and on the car. I also cut the grass of a neighbor. I did not finish working until 2. Then Tim came over. I was glad because I could ask him about dating. He had already planned to go partying tonight. He had a trunk full of beer and had promised to take 7 people out. My parents would not let me have the car to take Yolanda out and would not let Tim take me with them to the party at the Royal Sonesta. I was really mad because I could not do anything tonight, but I called Yolanda to cancel our plans and she was really nice. Her sweetness helped raise my spirits. As usual, she told me to call her this week. I sure will. I will still be bored tonight, but there is not much I can do. My parents won't let me go to that party with Tim. Tony just called. It sounds like he is looking for something to do. 6:53 p.m. Oh well, TI is not a total loss. I am going with Tony to Esplanade. February 29, 86 Sunday, 6:26 p.m. Tim just got home from Florida. He just called. Julian gets home at 11:05 p.m. 2:30 Monday 4:23 p.m. Last night was a trip. I told my parents I went to see Rodney Dangerfield in Back to School. I picked up Dominic and we went to Tim's house. Then to Matt's. After that we went to this girl Courtney's house that Tim knows. I did some serious driving. After I went to Julian's house and went with his parents to the airport. July 1986 Tuesday 1:35 p.m. I found out where Cafe Banquet is. It is on Louisiana and Prytania. Wednesday 10:24 a.m. Matt got his license yesterday. I did a lot of work today. I called Courtney a little while ago. She is a girl I know from grade school. She was pretty nice to talk to on the phone. She goes to high school around here. She told me to call her back. That was after I said I did not want to keep her any longer. 5:15 p.m. Thursday. I had a busy day today. It is neat. My dad had to bring home a beeper this weekend. He is on call because the computer system will be running this weekend. 10:05 p.m. That really aggravates me. I just called Yolanda. As usual she misinterpreted me. I just called to talk and she thought I was asking her out for tomorrow night. All I asked was what she was doing for the 4th. That is not asking her out. People with inflated egos. You have to constantly cut them down so they do not get the wrong idea. I have decided I have to go out with her once more, then maybe never talk to her again. July 7, 86 Monday 11:22 p.m. I went out with Yolanda tonight. Me and Tim took Cassie and Yolanda to eat at Benny Gann's. Ho hum, we got home early because we finished eating too late to go to a movie. Yolanda and I will never really hit it off. I like her, she likes me, that is as far as it goes. We are too different. I want to ask Melinda out this week. I pray to God she says yes. I do not know what I will do if she turns me down. Amy did. July 8, 86 Tuesday 4:11 p.m. I do not believe it. I just got up the guts to call Melinda. She was so nice and I did not do so bad. It was hard for me and I was nervous. I did not have the guts to ask her out, however. She told me she works every day from 8 to 12 at her dad's office. I guess you might say that was just an attempt on my part to break the ice. I hope I did not talk too much about Yolanda, but I mentioned our double date. Wednesday 11:21 a.m. I swear to Almighty Heaven this is the happiest day of my life. Melinda left a note in my mailbox. She likes me. She said we can be serious. She is as deep as a Mary but fine. Thursday 11:20 a.m. Unbelievable what 24 hours can do to a person. Melinda's note was a fake. She told me she did not write it. So now what do I do? Who wrote it? It could have only been Yolanda or Peggy, and I wonder if Melinda knew about the note. The first thing she asked was if I was sure it was not Melinda Osborne. Then she asked if her name was signed by them. When I said yes, she said how rude. I wonder if she was being sarcastic. 10:19 p.m. I am going to try to just forget about that note. I will just blow it off. I have had fun the last 2 days anyway. Last night Scott and I went out. First we went to visit a girl I know, then we visited a girl he knew. The one I knew was Margot. She goes to a local high school and is a very average girl. The one Scott took us to was Lori, who belongs to Valencia and is very upper class. We had fun. I ended up sleeping at Scott's last night and we went uptown today. That was fun today. We went to Valencia, then went to different people's houses. We had a friend of Scott's from Miami named Ricky with us. We went to some unbelievably huge house looking for some of Scott's friends. Most were not home, however. We went to one house and the servant let us go swimming there since Scott said he wanted to wait for the kid to get back. That was the nicest pool I have ever seen, much less got to go swimming in. These houses were like castles uptown. The house with the pool was on Coliseum and First, and I think it is a kid named Jeff's house. I have just decided I will definitely forget about the letter. It was obviously to get a response on my part, so I won't respond. I won't give up on Melinda, however. I think she might be mad at me, though. Well, I will have to pay her a visit soon. I wish I had kissed her Monday. Saturday 3:15 p.m. Well, the hot weather I have been wanting is here. I am too lazy to enjoy it though. Sunday 12:28 a.m. I talked to Yolanda today. I was at her house. Scott, Ricky, and I went to see a movie tonight, Running Scared. It was not too great but we had fun. My parents trusted me with the car tonight and did not wait up. I was impressed. A year ago today I was writing of Bahamas. Monday 11:55 p.m. Nice day. I worked around here this morning. I cut grass and did some exterior house painting preliminaries. Then Scott called and I swam there until 3:45. Then I went to weightlifting and had a bench max of 200 pounds before leaving. However, I talked to Yolanda on the phone. She is going to Florida Thursday and it sounds like she is getting ready by prettying up etc. While she is gone I want new clothes, a haircut, and a darker tan. After weightlifting I ate, ran some errands with my dad, then drove out to Metri Playground and got a little running in. I spent the rest of the night across the street using Mr. Matt's computer. I played the Microsoft Flight Simulator. Today was just a dandy. Every summer day should be so good. July 15th, 86 1:29 p.m. Tuesday. Today I laid out in the sun for a while. Then I called Yolanda. I wanted to double date tonight with her and get Matt and Cassie to go. She said she was going out with friends, though. I did not believe her though and I got a little mad. I went over there just now however and we talked. She was really nice. She looked nice too. I am glad I went because now I am not mad at her tonight. I might just go to TJ's if Scott can go. The only thing I missed from Yolanda this time when I asked her out was her pleading. I am sorry that she usually gives me when she can go somewhere with me. I also found out she definitely has plans. She is going out with Mary, Cassie, and Stacy. Thursday 10:47 p.m. I might stop writing for a while. It is getting to be a drag. Yolanda left for Florida today. Last night I went with Scott to a place called Frankie's on Laurel off of Louisiana. It was nice and mellow with a small friendly crowd. A few fine girls too. From there we left and I took Scott and a kid named Pete to Chaps, but Pete and I could not get in. Pete did not have a fake ID and mine did not work. I am making a better one however. I talked to Tim and Matt today. They are still bored. Johnny got an 84 Red Z28. He is lucky. I was mad today at weightlifting. I missed getting in the 800 club because I could not max 150 in my power clean. You get in the 800 club if you can lift an average of 200 in bench, squat, incline, and clean. I had a 200 bench, 300 squat, 150 incline and 140 clean. Everybody goes to port of call on Fridays. I might go tomorrow. I have to put the car in tomorrow. I have to get some hoses changed. One hose busted and the freon leaked out. That aggravated since I just spent 200 fixing or replacing my DOA valve. I have a lot of wants as usual. I need some football pads and some jocks that I will buy from a football supply store. I also want high top shoes, a car stereo, duck heads, and a polo Oxford. By October I need a dress jacket for homecoming and a jean jacket. I also want a Chaka Khan LP soon. July 21st, 86 Monday 1:24 a.m. Yolanda got home today. Mrs. Kathy was over today. She said Florida was better than she has ever seen it. Clear water, no rain. Lucky son of guns. I am jealous. Well, I was just thinking about my life. I will live life trying to please everyone, but I can't, so I will booze it. I will find a little success, but come 45 I will drop dead of a heart attack, stress, and it will all be over. Tuesday 7:11 p.m. I spent the last 2 days at Mike's house. He has a neighbor named Alicia. That I kind of like. Last night we went to a movie for the swim team and I saw a girl who knew me from a high school dance. The only thing to do at Mike's was use the flight simulator that I brought over there for his computer. Today when I got home I went to visit Margot. Monica was at her house and they invited me in. Wednesday 3:27 p.m. Last night I bought a book by Bret Easton Ellis named, Less Than Zero, which I just finished. It was pretty good and I have not deciphered the symbolism. That girl Amy from Bonneville that Matt introduced me to stopped by just now. She was with a friend. I do not like her at all. She looked bad. She needs to get some Sunday. She was pale as a ghost. Oh, I almost forgot. I saw Yolanda today. She looked really cute. I heard Alicia got a nose job. I do not know why. Well, there are 2 places I have to look into today, or this week. Masquerade's a hangout and Grudman's a football equipment store. July 25th, 86 Friday 1:12 a.m. I just got home. I walked from Scott's house. I am drunk. I had at least 5 Coronas. I need a girl, Yolanda. Melinda. Anyone. I am depressed yet do not give a shit. I know I can have whatever the heck I put my mind to. 10:15 a.m. Obviously I was drunk last night. I will admit though, when me and Scott are buzzing we can pick up the women. We stopped at McDonald's and picked up on some girls who were with guys. The only ones I remember was Gretchen from Metairie and Linda from New Orleans. They were not that great but still nice looking. I saw Dwight and Steve last night. Dwight gave us a ride in his Jeep and I bought one single Mickey. A beer in a pickle jar. 2:03 p.m. I tried to get a tan in the yard today but did not have the patience. The only way to tan is to sit out. 20 minutes swim, sit out again and keep doing that one whole day. Saturday 12:30 a.m. I just got home from Scott's. We watched St. Elmo's Fire. That is a great movie. Scott wants me to double with Andrea Tuesday. I don't want to. She goes to a good school and all, but I just do not like her. She always liked me since grade school. There is no challenge there. I have a feeling I really disappointed my parents Friday by drinking or getting drunk, I should say. They have been trusting me though, so I feel I can talk to them. July 27th, 86 Sunday 11:03 p.m. I saw Belinda Carlisle on MTV today. It reminded me of the Go-Go's and when Melinda and Peggy and Yolanda and the rest of the group played the Go-Go's in a grade school talent show. I would love to see that on video. It would be priceless. Right now gas is 74 cents a gallon. I wonder how long that will last. July 31st, 86 Thursday 11:06 p.m. Thoughts of the day. Longview Gardens on Bamboo, 85 Supras, our car situation. I installed a car stereo in the Oldsmobile yesterday and put a speaker in today. Saturday 11:37 p.m. Yes, it is August already. This has been a good weekend. Last night I drove Ron and Jason to a great party on Elizabeth Street near Transcontinental. Jason is one of Ron's friends who has a fine sister who is friends with my cousin. Anyway, the party was great even though not too many people from my school were there. I saw a friend. I thought she was Alicia. I met a girl named Allison who will be a senior at Chapel. I did not get her number though. She talked to too many guys and I do not go for the ones that are that popular. There is no denying that that was the best party of the summer for me. There was lots of beer and it did not get busted since an officer had been hired to watch things. They had a hot tub and some people went in. My new stereo works great. Today I talked to Margot. I went to her house. We might double Sunday. I will be with Monica. I like Monica. Margot said that she did not think I would want to go with Monica. I like Monica because she is quiet. Tonight I went with Tim. He got his mother's 86 Accord. It is a 4-door and awesome. We went uptown but were a little too early. We looked for a party on Hollywood, then went to a girl's house named Melinda on Metry Road. After we went to some other girl's house. I forgot her name but she is gorgeous. Her little sister, incredible for her age, told us to go to Elise Street. We found a small party there and Tim's girlfriend. This little incident proved to me that people like Matt who make such good first impressions couldn't keep long relationships. Tim is the same way. He got mad at this girl because she likes another guy. Tim hardly knows her though, and she dated the guy Mike for a long time. He should be a little more patient. Maybe I let girls push me around too much, but at least I stay friendly with them. They had a girl there tonight that I liked, her name was Kay. She gave me a hug. August 3rd, 86 Sunday 10:06 p.m. I could not get in touch with Margot today. That got me mad. I wanted to go with Monica tonight. I was looking forward to the date. August 4th, 86 Monday 9:16 p.m. I called Monica today. She is quiet and does not say too much, but I honestly think we can hit it off. I just keep my fingers crossed and pray. She lives on Apricot Street off of Clearview. I hope to establish the same kind of relationship with Monica as I have with Yolanda. August 5th, 86 Tuesday 10:34 p.m. I took Monica to see Legal Eagles tonight. She is cute and sweet but not great looking. She is a great friend, however. She told me to call her and I will. It was funny. As I left today to pick up Monica, I saw Yolanda and she looked good. She always looks good from a distance. Sunday I talked to her after church and she did not look that great. Well, I guess I will call her. Wednesday 9:42 p.m. I called Monica today but she was not home. Then I talked to Yolanda for a half hour, which is a long time for her. Football has not been too bad lately. Last week I got a CO letter about a trip to the Bayhams next summer. August 7th, 86 Thursday 10:41 p.m. I called Monica tonight. She is just too quiet. I can't figure her out. I guess I will stop calling her. I guess I will call Margot. I talked to Tracy Perry tonight. I do not know why, but I did. I might go out with her tomorrow. 8-12-863 Tuesday 7:49 p.m. Right now I am waiting for my parents. I do not know what took them so long. They brought home our new car, a Chevy Spectrum. I like it. It looks sharp and has a great stereo. It is not quick at all though. We had to trade in the Oldsmobile Omega. I liked that car because it was fast and had a big engine, but it was getting too old. Football has been tough, but I live it. I took Tracy out finally. What a bore. All I have on my mind is Melinda. As insignificant as it may seem, she waved to me today. My heart skipped a beat. She is great. August 13th, 86 Wednesday 10:02 p.m. I had a surprise visitor today. Lawrence, that used to live across the street from me. I have not seen him in about 6 years. He lives in Dallas now. August 14th, 86 Thursday 9:14 p.m. Today I went to Canal Place. That is the greatest shopping center I have ever been to. Saks had a beautiful $85 polo shirt. August 16th, 86 Saturday 1:38 p.m. I just talked to Melinda. She was nice. I talked for a little, but I could tell she had people over. She said call me later. Lawrence left yesterday. I went shopping uptown yesterday. Lawrence bought some Asti Spumante champagne for his girlfriend. He is serious with her. I was just thinking I have been hoping to get real serious with Melinda, but I think I should just cool it. I do not want to be like Tim. I do not mind being Melinda's fifth string boyfriend. 6:50 p.m. I called Melinda again. She is going to Shanahan's tonight. She told me to go and try to get in. I doubt I can though. She is going with one of her friends. I forgot the other girl's name. When I was talking to her I got a call on the other line. I like that, it makes me seem popular. Sunday, I just called Melinda, her friend Allison answered. Melinda told me she just ran home to pick up a camera and she had to go back to her brother's champagne luncheon. He is getting married in October. She told me to call her back. August 13th, 86 Monday, I went with Julian and we went to Port of Call last night. He did not want to go in. This morning I tried to get an ID at the license bureau. I called Melinda last night, I mean this morning. She can't go out tonight. She was out all night last night and before had to drop Todd off at LSU. I have to remember to ask her when she starts school and if she knows anyone at my school. She thanked me for asking her and said maybe some other time. I will bet she knows lots of college guys. Tuesday 8:11 p.m. I am punished tonight. I cannot go to TJ's quarter beer night but otherwise things are great. I saw Melinda today, she was driving down the street in her Toyota. She is so good looking. Tomorrow we scrimmage Covington and West Jefferson. I have been lazy but our team is looking good. QB is looking really good for sure. I feel great, I just picked up my birth cert. On the way over, two girls in a brown Toyota were flirting with me. August 23rd, 86 Saturday 5:51 p.m. I got my fake. I got in a wreck a few days ago in the new car and last night I went to a party and saw Anne who looked great. I think I am going to Shanahan's tonight. Today we scrimmaged John Arad. I did not play. Wednesday we scrimmaged Covington. I play JV. Sunday 8:06 p.m. Tomorrow is the first day of school. Today I had football pictures. I did not go to Shanahan's last night. Tim and Kurt didn't go. I went to Esplanade with Julian today. That was a mistake. He acts like such an ass at times. I went to Margot's and I saw her again at Esplanade. She thinks Julian is an ass. Margot was over there Friday. She was really buzzed. I just called Melinda. Her mother said she will be home in about 10 minutes. 8:59 p.m. I just talked to Melinda. She was nice as usual. I did not say much though. I am starting to think she is too good for me. She was at LSU all this weekend. Tuesday 10:11 p.m. Busy, only 2 days of school but it has been rough. My dad is in Virginia this week so at least I can take the car to school. Wednesday 9:38 p.m. I was thinking. If I were to write a book I would strongly consider a fiction based on history. Thursday 10:35 p.m. I had a few tests and quizzes today. I called Margot, she was not nice. Oh well. August 30th, 86 Saturday 11:56 p.m. I had a great time tonight. I picked up Matt and his friend John. We went to the river, walked, him and Todd followed us. I had about 4 beers and was in almost too good of a mood. We met some girls and then walked with them in the quarter, only one was good looking. Ami, she goes to Mercy and is a sophomore. Matt got her but I think she likes me. I met a girl from Ben Franklin named Tina. She was staying at the Radisson for the weekend. I wish I had asked her room number. Ami kept saying she knew she had seen me somewhere. She said she was sure she had seen me somewhere else. Later on in life I really changed my ideas on all of this and realized how practical they are and the benefits of living that way. 2 http://www.nasa.gov/audience/form/speeches/Reagan_Challenger.html 3 song by Manfred Mann.